the GOAT.
Don't ever say
About to
that shit
drop
again.
9 p.m. tonight.
Nobody checking for that shit.
Ghost to Yote, the second GOAT, dropping at 9
Nobody
p.m.
No one definitely checking for that shit. We need to ban. We need to
That's hella
ban
funny.
Mario Galaxy.
At 4K,
All right,
Ultra HD,
ain't nothing ultra about that HD.
Ultra Yahoos.
All right, that was a good enough mic check. What it do, what it don't, what it is, and what it ain't. It's your boy Don Otaku, aka Don Solo, aka Solo the Don, aka Solo D Swaggy, aka You Gonna Pay Today. And this is actually, and of course I'm here with Subegels, aka Subeg, aka the Green Thumb, aka the Gaming Gardener, aka what you got for me today?
AKA Earth Kingdom, Sue Bagels, I guess. I got you, Earth Kingdom.
Yesterday's price is not today's price.
There's no war in Bossing City.
And of course, this is Dual-Wield Gaming Podcast, working title, episode.
Oh no, we're doing this again.
52.
We're doing it again, guys.
52. 50,
Okay.
50, 52. 53. 53. 53. And of course, we are here to talk about a lot of crazy stuff happened this week. And
That you knew.
yeah, it's time. We gonna have a big one for sure. But before we get into that, how you been, Subeg? What's been going on?
Ooh, man, I'm good, bro. Honestly, I'm good. I got to hit the gym today before the show. I'm chilling. I got to eat actually too before the show, which is nice. Which probably means I'm probably gonna be less angry because I'm not hungry. But I'm good though. I'm good. I've been going to the gym. I've been playing hella games. I've been doing my homework on time. I got a test that's due on Friday, so I gotta get on that. But I'm good. I'm good. What about yourself?
Well, I'm happy because, as you can see on the screen, as you can't see, but as the people will be able to see on the screen, finally, new capture card switched to docked to my PC now, and I'm able to record my Switch 2 gameplay, and it's not stuttery like it was before, and it's so nice to actually be able to have my Switch 2 footage in the podcast again.
Let's go, Switch 2 gang.
So we finally got that working. Obviously, you know what game I'm playing. I'm showcasing that just
Hades?
came out. Yes, sir. But yeah, so I'm super happy about that because it's been a long time coming. But what else? Oh yeah, so for my birthday, I went to go see One Battle After Another. Leonardo DiCaprio, Tiana Taylor, and Sean Penn. Bro.
Mm-hmm. Show's good?
Bro. Like
Modi? Nah.
for sure, Modi. Like it was really that good. It's definitely in the conversation 100%.
Yeah.
Like really it's only Fighting Sinners for me as top two. But
Yeah, Sinners came out this year, dude. It
Yeah.
feels like such a long time ago, bro. What the fuck?
But the crazy thing is, like, I saw the trailers, I watched trailers for it. I feel like I understood, or I should say I really didn't understand what I was getting myself into. But what the actual plot of this movie is, and the villain of this movie, his goal, and like his reason, his, like, I was not ready for what this movie is actually about in the most hilarious way. Because the plot of this movie, if I was to like actually tell what the plot was, it would sound like some fan fiction or some shit. It would sound it would sound like a YouTube skit. But like the way that they handled it, even though the plot was just so absurd, this movie was fucking amazing. It was like, from beginning to end, you were like, I was just hooked. It was so intense. It was so, like, the writing was so good. The characters were so good. Like, even the villains were just, even the characters who just pop up for like 1 or 2 scenes, like they all did so good. Like, I haven't been like a big fan of Paul Thomas Anderson. Like, I like some of the like There Will Be Blood, and I thought Licorice Pizza was pretty good, but like I haven't seen all of his shit for sure. But this shit definitely put him on the map for me. Like, I highly recommend One Battle After Another. And the fact that even like Tiana Taylor, like I haven't seen Tiana Taylor go like crazy when it comes to acting, but she killed her role in this. Even acting right like next to Leo, like she was holding her own. So yeah, man, definitely check out One Battle After Another. Either in theaters or when it hits streaming or video, whatever y'all want to do. Definitely check it out wherever it is available, because that is the highlight of this year in terms of movies.
Nice.
Other than that, though, just had a low-key celebration for the most part. We did a little hike at this trail that we've been wanting to go to, which
There you go.
I made the mistake of, so they basically have a trail, like it's up a mountain, and you can do the trail where it's like it's just looping around the mountain until you finally get to the top.
Yeah.
But there's also some stairs that lead directly up, like from the bottom of the mountain to the top of the mountain. You can just climb the stairs all the way up. I was like, man, these stairs ain't shit. We should take the stairs. My girl was like, hell no. Let's just take the trail. I was like, it's my birthday, so I'm not, if I want to take the stairs, we gonna take the damn stairs. So
no.
We got a third of the way up them stairs before it was a wrap. I was like, nah, ain't. So then, but like,
You were thinking it was Donkey Kong Bonanza when it was Tears of the Kingdom, bro.
No, like the crazy part was I didn't know that I thought the stairs.
You thought you were gonna go.
No. I thought the stairs was going like stop, and then we were just gonna like it was just gonna lead to a trail, because I couldn't see how far the stairs actually went up. I didn't know that it went all the way to the top of the mountain. So I'm over here like, yeah, we just gonna climb the stairs until we get to the trail, and then we just gonna walk from there. No, that shit went all the way up. I was like, by the time I got to once I thought it was over and then I saw that you just had to walk a little bit to the next set of stairs. I said, yeah, we about to go back down to where the other, like to where the trail starts, and we about to walk from there because I'm not going up any more stairs. Like that shit was crazy. We when we made it to the top, we had counted. It was like 500 steps. Like it was like 520 some steps. So I applaud myself for making it as far as I did, but that shit was fucking killer. But that was a fun hike.
Good.
There wasn't only thing I was disappointed that like once you get to the top, everything's fucking covered by trees, so it's not like you get a like cool ass view to see. It's just a bunch of trees. I'm like, bro, what is this shit?
I mean, that's what you get for living in fucking Oregon, bro.
But yeah, other than that though, I've just been cooling. Had a nice cake, which we got kind of late. I didn't get it on my.
What kind of cake? What kind of cake was it?
It was a vanilla and chocolate split, with cream cheese icing and chocolate icing.
That's good. That's good.
But yeah, it was pretty fire. Not gonna lie. But yeah, that's what I've been up to. The capture card was a birthday present also. From like I bought it for myself. I was like, you know what? I got some extra money. Let me just go ahead and get this damn capture card.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all I've been on outside of gaming. But let's get into what we've been playing. I'll let you start.
Yeah, I've just been playing mainly one game. Like one new game. I started up Hades 2, as you did, but I've gotten pretty far. Like I've gotten to a point where I can just kind of beat Hecate, which is the first boss. Mm-hmm. In the bottom run, because I'm sure. Well, I guess that's spoilers, but it seems like that there's gonna be two different runs that you can go on. But yeah, I've gone past Hecate. The second boss is like this singing thing. The third boss is like this wolf, big ass wolf creature thing, and then you fight Kronos. But it's it's hard, man. It's so hard. But the thing I'm starting to learn is that all the weapons are really viable, honestly. Like even the two little flame things. I forgot what those are called, but the two little flame things. But all the weapons are viable, but my favorite weapons is like the two sister knives. I really like both. I like both of the attacks that it has. It's like both of them is usable in my opinion, and I really like the boons that you get from the gods for those weapons specifically. And but yeah, man, it's just hella good. Like I like how every time you like die in a run, then you go into like the little hub area, you talk to the characters, they talk about the things that happen in your run, or like the enemies that you fight, they give you little lore pieces, or you unlock something new for the run and stuff like that. It's like it's always constant progression, which is something that I really like in a roguelike, you know, like But yeah, that's honestly all. Well, I've also been like I re-downloaded Spider-Man because I bought it on PC, but I got it on a Green Man Gaming sale because it was cheap. But just to see how it runs on my PC with all the ray tracing and all that, and it runs surprisingly well. I'm getting like 90 to like 120 FPS when I play that game at 4K. I'm just playing it just to swing around and stuff like that. Not even really playing it for the story. Cause I already beat it on the PlayStation. But just another something to have, just to jump into, just swing around. And I kind of like the first one because it's like because the second one introduces like the wind gliding stuff, and like it's fun, but it's like I just like the core swinging like that, but the second one also has the cool stuff with the swinging where you can like do the double swing and then launch yourself into like a wind glide, which is fun. But yeah, outside of that, I haven't really been playing anything else. Just Hades. Hades 2 is the big new one.
Hold on, I'm trying to piss off Iron Rook.
Iron Rook, go for it, bro.
Because I just seen that
Iron Rook.
He said that he liked Pandora Tomorrow from Splinter Cell, so I'm about to tell him that Pandora Tomorrow actually sucks. And Conviction is the best one.
Bro, Conviction's the one that I have on physical on the 360. It's a great game.
Yeah, already though. Whenever it's Iron Rook or Guzzling King Davis Glizzy, I always gotta make sure that I bring the hate.
Xbox's last greatest soldiers. No, I'm just kidding.
But yeah, as for myself, like I said, as you can see on the screen, Hades 2. I'm nowhere near where Subeg is. I've played probably 5 runs in total, and I've beat Hecate twice, but I've not made it to the second boss. I've also been kind of just like when I've been playing, I've been kind of distracted because it's never like where I have a full like the game doesn't have my full attention when I'm playing. It's usually either while I'm working and I'm like in between customers and I'm like, okay, let me play a little bit, and then I gotta pause it, and then I gotta come back to it like 20 minutes later. So I haven't had I literally have not had time to just like sit and just like, okay, now I'm about to like play for like an hour straight, 2 hours straight. So that hasn't helped, but soon for sure. But even with the little bit that I've played, yeah, bro, it feels good to be back. The only roguelite that has come close to this gameplay wise is our GOAT. Wait. What is it called? Windblown.
Windblown?
Yeah. I was gonna say Wait For It. I was like, no, that's the developer, or not that developer, but like a developer.
Nah, but even them, they're not as good as Hades. Like it's like close, but
yeah, that's what I'm saying. They get close. I like their
and Dead Cells is really
movement.
good too.
I like the movement in Windblown more, and that's probably it. Just like little zapping around. I love that.
It's a lot faster, yeah.
But yeah, Dead Cells is also good. Although it's a 2D side scrolling. But yeah, I would say those are the top 3 for roguelites.
And Windblown's not even fully out yet. I can't wait, bro. It should be soon.
I've literally just been I've been waiting
because it's almost been a year. But go ahead.
The Ladder trilogy.
Oh, it's actually saying 2026.
It's better than the OG, and you know it. All right, definitely properly pissing him off now. So yeah. Damn, now I distracted myself. So yeah, Hades feels really good. I love how Melanoin, I'm gonna call her Melanin. I love how Melanin feels, because I don't know how to pronounce her name.
Melanie?
Yeah. I love the hex system, and I love the cast. Like the little circle that she puts on the ground. I love how that feels like once you start get some of those boons for it, and you start trapping enemies in it and trying to lead them towards it. It definitely feels like it feels like Hades for sure, but I like that her abilities are somewhat different to like kind of differentiate it. A lot of the progression systems are also different, like the cards, the little fate cards, what is it? I get like there's like resource gathering so that you can actually upgrade weapons.
There's like a little flask in front of Hecate in the hub area where you buy upgrades.
Also.
And then when you go into the area with the weapons, there's like this card system where like you sit down and meditate, and like you can unlock upgrades for your runs, and like it's like when you unlock one card, you can like it like starts unlocking like the rest of them. They like fold over and stuff, and each card has like points allocated, and like you can upgrade. So it starts off at like 15 or something, so it's like you can put like up to like altogether it can total up to like 15 points, and then like you start gathering souls and stuff like that in your runs, which can upgrade how many cards you can equip in each run and stuff like that. And like, and the best card for me is the one that defies death. And like, and you can make it so like later on in the runs you can make it so like you can upgrade that card to make it so you get multiple. So it's not just one death defiance, you can get two or three, which is nice. That's honestly the best one. But they're all good though. Like there's one that like every like 5 locations you go through, you get like +3 heart and like +3 of your magic. So it's like there's one that does that. Then there's one that you like once you start a run, you literally start with 200 gold, and like you just keep on just getting more gold in the run. So it's like they're really good, and it's nice unlocking them. And then there's also like the trinkets that you can unlock, which also help you in your runs. Like the one that I use is the onion, which is like every time I pass through a door, it just like automatically fills up my health, or it fills up like +50 or +75 heart. That's the one that I use the most. But it's like if you just give like everyone, even like the gods that give you boons, like you could even give them gifts, like the little nectar bottle.
Yep.
You get more trinkets, and that'll help you in the runs too.
Yeah.
So it's nice, man. The game, it's so fun, dude. Like, but I'm kind of with you in the fact that like when I'm playing it like and I'm like multitasking, it's like I'm really not in it. Like I'm kind of just playing it just for the gameplay real quick. It's like and like when I'm doing that, I'm low key even like skipping like the shit. Like I'm just skipping, just trying to like get through it. But when I'm sitting down at the couch, you know, plugging in the pro controller with the earbuds, I really get into it. Try to actually like figure out a actual build, you know, or like target which ones I want. Like I forgot which god gives the boon, but there's like my favorite one is the one where it's like if you hit something, it like does like +4. It just like does like explosive damage. Like if you do an attack, it does plus explosive damage, and then like it regens like every like 10 seconds or something like that. And then you can upgrade that boon to like make it so it's like it regens in 8 seconds or 6 seconds. And then like if you get the epic version of that attack, then like that one will start off with like it regens in 6 seconds. So it's like it's nice. Like the build crafting is really fun. But I'm really fucking with it, man. It's one of the best games of the year, and even though I probably put like 10, maybe 12 hours into it, it's probably my game of the year. Like I literally don't have like one flaw like I can think of. Like it runs well. Actually, no, I can think of one thing. Like there's no performance like toggle. Like you can't toggle between 120 or 60. You have to kind of go into the software. Like you have to go into the actual settings in the Switch and then like manually do it, where it can be like, don't toggle 120 FPS mode, then the game won't like automatically boot into the 120 FPS mode. But that's literally the only the only negative I can think of. Like not the cutscenes, but like the dialogue is really good. The voice acting is really good. The performance is really good. It hasn't hitched like once. It's like I haven't noticed a performance drop like not one time, like either on the like handheld or on dock. So it's such a good game. It's amazing.
Yes, sir.
Indies, man.
2025 is the year that the indies just dominated. From 33, man. I mean Expedition 33, Hollow Knight. Come on, man. Stop letting the Twitter streets get to you.
The Expedition 33 isn't a indie game, bro.
It's indie. It's as indie as a Devolver digital game.
It's double A, bro. It's like a double A game.
It's as indie as a Devolver digital game.
It's as indie as Dave the Diver.
See, Sandfall is not on the same level as Nexon. We're not gonna act like that.
Nah, but Kepler is.
Kepler is not even on the level of Nexon.
I would say they are.
Kepler is definitely AA. Nexon is one of the biggest publishers in the world. But I digress.
It's all good. No, I'll say they're
from Expedition
they're indie.
33 on a technicality.
Sure.
Hollow Knight Silk Song, Hades 2, and then of course the greatest indie of them all, Mega Bonk. Don't ever fucking play.
Hell yeah,
Mega
dude,
Bonk.
bro. Mega Bonk is goated, bro.
Hey,
if you're putting Expedition, then you got to put Rematch in there too.
yeah, go ahead. Rematch can go.
Rematch.
What else we had? We had, and then we still have Mina the Hollower, automatic 90. Yeah, that's. I can't remember anything that came out before.
Then you can't forget the greatest indie developer of all time, Game Freak. You know, dropping. I'm just kidding. Not the stink face.
Anyway. I can't even remember what else I played at the beginning of the year, honestly. Like,
yeah, bro, I gotta think.
Let me see. What games did I review this in the beginning? I can't remember.
My first two reviews of the year were games.
Blade Chimera. I can't forget about that. That's definitely one of my favorite games of the year.
Oh yeah, that game. Still, do you think Blade Chimera is better than Silk Song? Ooh.
Y'all not ready for this one. Hey, let me finish Silk Song and then we gonna talk.
For sure. Are you gonna finish it?
Bro, so that's literally what I was about to talk about. I'm at that point in Silk Song where it's a wrap, bro. I literally have got on it, played like 15 minutes, and then said, yeah, I can't do it. And then I just got off. It's sad, bro. Like literally
Hades can never
like literally as soon as I die, I'm off the game. Automatically. Oof. I'm just like, yeah, I don't have it. It's over. Like all of the Zell and everything that like it's all gone. Every like fiber of my being that wanted to play that game is no longer responding. It's like, nah, bro, like I'm not enjoying anything. But I need to finish it, so I keep on booting it back up, putting in like 15-30 minutes, and it's like, bro, this is fucking gross. Like, but it'll get done, I promise.
You're telling me you can't do the 2 minutes of the hardest fucking platforming of your entire life just to get to one of the hardest bosses you've ever faced in your entire life?
The funny thing is I haven't even made it to a boss. It's just been like dying from annoying enemies, and then like as soon as I sit back at that bench and I know what I have to go through to get back there, I'm just like, yeah, bro. But,
yeah, that game's fucking evil, bro. Good though.
But I'm literally like at the
really good.
the 85% mark for the
like completion,
like the regular ending, not the true ending, because there's a whole act after. I already know that, but there's no way I'm gonna do it. I'll be content with the regular ending. But let's see.
Sound like you do like Blade Chimera better.
I will say I 100% Blade Chimera with no fatigue whatsoever, never once, until I beat the game. And even after I beat the game, I was like, damn, I wish I had some more Blade Chimera to play. So that's all I gotta say about that. But you know, the game, like, it's funny that I'm playing Hollow Knight Silk Song in bursts of like 15 and 30 minutes when the game that is made to play in little bursts, Mega Bonk, I'm playing like hours at a time. I'm like, bro, I really should be playing Hollow Knight right now. But
Mega Bonk's just better, bro.
The monkey, the monk, he's just too powerful. He all like, I'm enamored by the monkey, and I had my best run. I posted in a chat where I got into the bottom 100,000, which in the bottom 100,000 players, which shout out to I don't even know the name of the studio. Let me check their names. Vetinad. I don't know what the fuck. Well, shout out to them for crossing over 100,000. That's the last time we got a milestone, but from the leaderboards, they have crossed way over 100,000, way over 250,000. I think they're over 500,000 now, and they had 80,000 concurrent players on Steam over the weekend. So shout out to the bonk, because it's been a wave, bro.
Yeah, it's great.
But yeah, like, I'm not going to talk too much more about this game because I feel like I've talked about it a lot, but it's still 8:49, or actually this is the last day. So if you're hearing this, it's too late. But even at $9.99,
shout out to Drake.
Yeah, shout out to Drake. But even at $9.99, it's still worth it. Worth every penny. This is the definitive Mega Bonk like.
Yeah, it's one of the best games of the year,
bro. This run, this run that I'm showing, I think this is the one. I went fucking crazy. I went crazy.
Wish I could see it.
Yeah, bro. When I say that monkey, and then having projectile count, using the projectile count tome and the attack speed tome, I was unstoppable. Literally bananas everywhere, just like destroying everyone. And let's see, I made it to the second level. I don't know if I made it to the third. I think I actually did. I made it to the third level.
How do you make it to the second stages?
Yeah, so I made it all the way to the third level, which is after the third level, you just have to survive. So you have to find the boss, like just like Risk of Rain, you have to find the boss summoning thing. And then once you beat the boss, you open the portal to the next world. But you have to beat the boss. You have to at least beat him once. So after the first time, you won't go to the next stage. It'll just tell you to survive until you die. Then once you unlock tier 2, that's when you can go to the next stage. And then you'll have to do that again. And then once you unlock tier 3, that's the last level of each stage. So you'll have 3 levels. So that was my first time making it to the third level. Bro, I had a triple jump and I had like super high jumps, and I was literally, and I had like HP regen and all this, bro. I was juking the shit out of everybody. And I also had extra damage when I was in the air, which made it even better because I was literally just flying through the air, destroying everybody, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah, this game is so fun when you get like a really good build. So yeah.
Oh yeah.
I've unlocked half the characters now. I got all 4 weapon slots and 3 out of 4 of the tome slots. So
nice.
I'm almost fully equipped. But yeah. So other than Mega Bonk.
Wait, did your progress from the demo carry over?
No.
Oh, okay.
I think they had different like progression in the demo.
That makes sense.
So other than Megabonk, Hollow Knight, and Hades 2, I had to get on Fortnite for the Daft Punk experience, and that was fucking dope.
Was it a 1 day only thing?
No, it was still going 2 days ago, so I'm guessing it's still going. I think it's still going.
Okay.
But yeah, bro, that opening sequence with where you're just flying through space, listening to Daft Punk. You got the fucking like the blue anime girls from the music video showing up. Like, bro, I forgot what they're called, but that shit was fire. I never played the Travis Scott or Ariana Grande or whoever else they had experiences for, but I was like, oh, Daft Punk? No way I'm missing that. Like, Daft Punk, one of my favorite artists, so it's like, yeah, bro. But you go through this whole sequence like a music video kind of, where you're just flying around, kind of interactive, but not really. You're literally just moving your character around and listening to it was basically like a music video. But then you get to the Daft Punk level where you're actually like with a bunch of players and you can run around, and they have different mini games that you can play. There's a whole concert stage where you're literally just jamming out to Daft Punk's like a Daft Punk mix, and they're just playing through a whole hour-long set of their music with transitions and everything, and that's even interactable. So like during some songs, it like the floor will just drop, and then you'll just be flying through the concert. Like it's cool as fuck. But there's one mini game that was dumb as hell. It was the Around the World mini game. That shit was dumb. It was like a Lego Fortnite thing. It was just useless. But there's another mini game where it's called Robot Rock Arena. That shit is fun as hell. And I hope that they make it a mode that you can just play at any time, because it's basically a horde mode. And the cool thing about it is that it's like this neon ass arena, and it's just spawning blue and red robots. And your two weapons is a red gun and a blue gun, and basically you have to match the gun to the enemy. So your blue gun, you have to shoot the blue enemies, and your red gun, you have to shoot the red enemies. And what's so fun about this is like the two guns, like the red gun is synced to the beat of whatever song is playing, and the blue gun is synced to like the lead, either it's the synth or the guitar, whatever it is. So like the music will just be playing like it'll just be playing like a little light set, and then as soon as you start shooting the red gun, you'll hear like the drums kick in, and then you'll stop and the drums will stop, and then you switch to your blue gun, and then you'll shoot the blue gun, and you'll hear like the synths start coming in. Like, I love how they sync to the music. That shit is dope. But there's 20 waves in all, and that shit gets fucking intense. Like we literally had to cheat to win all 20 rounds, because we found an area, like we found a little area that some of the robots could not come into, and then it was like a narrow path where we could just shoot everyone who came through. That was literally the only way that we can win, because if you're just out in the open during the later waves, you are not survive. Like, they will swarm you. They have these ships that attack you from the sky, and those will just murder you. Like they spawn on top of you, and then it's a wrap. before you even realize it. But this mode was fun as hell. Like we played it for like an hour straight, just because it was just a really fun horde mode. I don't know how long it would, like, for long term, how good it would be, but for that short period, it was pretty fun. And then they also have this room where you can literally mix all the Daft Punk songs and make your own mixes. And I spent like an hour just doing that because that was just fun. But yeah, the Daft Punk experience, well worth it. I think it was great, and I got some cool ass shoes from the event. But yeah, if you can still check it out, recommend it. What else have I played? Oh, No Man's Sky, and I actually recorded video that isn't choppy as hell this time. But we got back on No Man's Sky. It still continues to be the most tedious and unintuitive experience ever. But we're finally getting somewhere. We found civilization. We found some space stations where we met aliens, and we were actually meeting other intelligent life forms, and we're able to trade at the space stations and buy ships, buy weapons, all kinds of stuff. So it's finally getting to that point where like, okay, now I'm starting to see.
Now it's really like Starfield. No, I'm just kidding.
Exactly. Except except for Starfield doesn't have no damn aliens.
Yeah.
Count your days, Starfield. But
it has like those weird little aliens on the planets and shit, but
no intelligent aliens, I should say.
Yeah, exactly. Which is so weird, right?
But what's it called? So I love that you meet intelligent aliens for the first time, and then you don't speak their language. There's also different races of aliens, so you have to, and basically you don't speak their languages, but by exploring planets and finding artifacts and all kinds of stuff, and just like speaking to them and trying to learn words from them, you'll slowly pick up their language. So like it'll just show what they're saying as like gibberish, but then if you learn certain words, it'll like pull up, it'll show like the word that you learn. It'll be like the moon, blah 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 blah, and then like, oh okay, and then like later it'll be like blah blah blah. You have to like, it'll be like land on moon, blah blah blah, like, oh okay, like you start picking up the words as you progress. So I thought that was actually like really cool system, because it's not like, oh, you magically learn how to, like, as soon as you meet an alien, like, it's something, some radiation hits you and now you can magically learn, like, you know everyone's language like most games do. So I thought that was pretty cool. But we're getting the hang of it. We're like colonizing all the planets that we happen upon, like true Europeans, and we got teleporters going from all of our different bases. So yeah, it's starting to get really fun now. I can't lie. It took like a 10-hour, 15-hour tutorial to get there, but we finally getting there. So that's No Man's Sky, and I think that's really it. Yeah, that's all I've been on.
Nice.
So with that, let's go ahead and get into the news, unless you have an on the radar that you want to talk about now.
No. Ghost of Yote. No, I'm just kidding. I already mentioned.
Favorite
that.
best indie game upcoming, Ghost of Yote?
Nah, best upcoming indie game, Mina, bro. Mina. But everyone knows about that one. Is there any other big indie game coming out this month that is little?
I mean, let's see. I had. There was Ball X Pit, which a lot of people were talking about.
Oh, Geno Kids.
Oh yeah, Geno Kids early access. I talked about that last week though.
That's last week. Well, what date is that?
6th, I think.
Oh, that's super soon.
But a lot of people have been talking about Ball X Pit. I remember seeing it, but I don't remember if it was something I was like, oh shit, I need to play this.
Okay, I'm looking Absolem.
I've heard of that one too.
Why does that name sound so familiar? Absolem.
So this is Ball X
Absolem.
Pit on the screen. Okay, I do remember seeing this at the at one of these events. It's a brick breaker roguelike game.
See Ball X Pit. Oh, Moonlighter 2.
Oh yeah, that one got pushed back to November.
Oh, it did.
Yeah,
Damn. What's ILA? IL.
but yeah, Ball X Pit. I feel like I can get engrossed in this one for sure because I love brick breakers, and back breakers. All right, but other than that, I can't think of any off the top of my head. I'm still waiting on Demon School in November. That's gonna be actually. I don't think I ever talked about Demon School or put it as one of the on the radars. So I will talk about Demon School, which if you have not heard of Demon School, it is definitely one of the bigger indie games that's upcoming. It is a turn-based RPG that is very much inspired by Persona, or I should say it's a tactics RPG. Very much inspired by Persona because there is a social system where you will romance, befriend characters, and then build social links with them that powers up your character and their characters. But it's also I would say it's closer to like Into the Pit, or sorry, is it Into the Pit? What is it called? Into the Breach. Into the Breach? I think that is what it's called. Yeah, I would say it's closer to Into the Breach than it is to like a Fire Emblem when it comes to tactics RPGs, because it's definitely a smaller scale as far as your map goes. But yeah, I've been excited about this one. It's been getting a lot of hype since like 2 years ago, but it's finally coming out. The art style is pretty cool also. But yeah, have you seen this one at all?
Not at all. What is it called again?
Demon School, one word.
Demons. Did you post it in the notes?
Nah, because I literally just thought about it.
You're good. Let me look it up. Demon School, one word, right?
Yep.
The indie game, right?
Yep.
Coming out next month?
Yep. November 17th or something like that.
November 17th. Crazy that next month is November. Bro, next month is Camp Vlog? Nah. Alright, let me look. Damn, this trailer's from a year ago.
Yeah, it's been out there for like 2 years. Like,
okay. Like kind of pixel art. It's kind of HD 2D a little bit.
yeah, definitely not as pixelated pixel art. Very clean looking.
Oh, this is cool. Kind of turn-based right now, or what?
Yeah, it's a turn-based tactics, similar to like Into the Breach,
Yeah, this is cool.
with Persona-like social elements. But outside of Mina the Hollow Word, it's probably the second one I'm hyped about. But yeah, did you have anything
No. That's it.
Okay. All right, with that, let's get into the news. And let's just jump into one of the big ones. Let's talk Ekba. Eba. Let's talk about Eba.
Bye.
Let's talk about Eba. Eba, what'd you do today?
Oh
What
no.
did Eba do today?
Oh, that Eba.
Goddamn Eba.
That's hella funny, bro.
All right, let's start with a couple days ago, because this happened today. Hey. So everything was all fine and dandy, and you know, we finally got over the console increases. You know, we were finally settled from that incident. You know, everything was back to, we all came to the conclusion, like, well, you know, as long as we got Game Pass, does it really matter how much the consoles are? Because at the end of the day, Game Pass is the platform. You feel me? You know, all the Xbox dudes who was like, yeah, man, as long as we got Game Pass, shout out to Game Pass. You know, we was back on shout out Game Pass. You feel me? And then, you know, Sarah Bond, she came out a couple days ago, and she was like, or actually it was yesterday, literally yesterday, she was like, yeah, you know, the sales of Xbox Game Pass for the previous fiscal year reached a record high of $5 billion. And she indicated that the business is generating profits. Like, oh, shout out Game Pass. That, you know, we make, like, they making money. Look how much money they making off of Game Pass. Not Xbox, but Game Pass alone. You know, shout out Game Pass. We love Game Pass. And you know me, like, we was all cheering for Sarah Bond. We was like, yeah, Mikey Barra, you dumbass. Look at this, profits. We making money over here with Game Pass, Mikey Barra, you dumbass. And we was over here like, who else? Who else? Sean Layden. Look at you. You look stupid. We out here, Game Pass. So, you know, we was popping bottles in the streets. Sarah Bond was like, we making money over here, Game Pass. All right. Everything was all gravy. Then, shortly after, or before, I actually don't remember the timeline. Then we got the news that Microsoft Rewards, starting tomorrow, users will no longer be able to directly redeem reward points for Xbox Game Pass subscriptions. Users will need to redeem points for Xbox gift cards to cover the cost of a Game Pass subscription. This increases points redemption by at least 6K points for 1 month of Game Pass Ultimate. And you know, we looked at this, we was like, damn, bro, they killing rewards just like they killed it on PlayStation. Now they killing it. They killed it on Nintendo. Now they trying to kill Microsoft Rewards too. It's like, damn, we can't get rewarded for shit around here. Like, but it's like, okay, you know, it's gonna be more points, but you can, you know, no, we didn't realize what was going, like, October 1st. We didn't know. We wasn't ready. But they was preparing us. We just didn't know. Look, if you were gonna redeem your points, you should have did it yesterday. Because we was not ready for what was about to happen today. So, you know, it's like, okay, you know, rewards, you know, damn, that sucks, bro. Like, why would they do this? This some bullshit, but you know, it is what it is. It's still shout out Game Pass. We still all shout out Game Pass, you feel me? Shout out Game Pass. And then this morning we got the news. And you know, Extasis, shout out to Extasis, because he was like, yeah, bro, something's happening with Game Pass tomorrow. And then people were asking, is it negative? Is it positive? He was like, yeah, it's positive. Bitch. And if
He
you
probably got
depending
the
on-
news of what was adding and not the price increase.
depending on how you look at it, you can look at it as a positive, depending on what kind of gamer you are.
Yeah.
But I think for the majority of people, I don't think you're gonna look at this as a positive at all. But
Yeah.
we got the news. And then I saw the Xbox Wire who was like, we making some changes to Game Pass. And then I was like, oh, let's see what we got here. And then like we changing the name, you know. We got instead of core, standard, and ultimate,
For the 20th time.
it's now essential, premier, and ultimate. I was like, okay, that definitely sounds better than core, standard, and ultimate. I feel it's easier to tell which tier is which for sure. And then they were like, guess what, guys? Cloud gaming, 1440p. I was like, oh, let's fucking go. We dropped in the beta. It's full on cloud now. And guess what? Everyone gets cloud now. Not only ultimate, everyone has cloud. Essential, premium, PC, and ultimate. I was like, yo, they're killing it. We finally got, like, even though we still don't have the cloud tier, at least if you're a cloud gamer, you have the $9.99 tier to get into that. So I was like, yo, you know, this is a step forward. And then they're like, guess what else? You know those benefits that we've been given exclusively to Ultimate, Essential, and Premium? Y'all get the Riot games. Y'all get the perks in Phantasy Star Online. Y'all get the finals, items and all that stuff.
Shit.
Yeah, you get all of that. You get all the characters in Valorant, all the characters in League, all the characters in Team Fight Tactics. I don't even know if they got characters. I'm just saying shit. And then I was like, yo, look at this. Look at how much value they get. Shout out Game Pass. Game Pass is killing it. And then
You're about
like,
to come on to the Lords of Gaming Discord being like, they cooked. Like preemptively, huh?
like, guess what else? Now we changing up the rewards, and you just gonna get money back, $25 a year in Essential, $50 a year in Premium, and $100 a year if you Ultimate. I was like, yo, look what they did. Oh, this is my GOAT. This is Nintendo. You can never Nintendo. And then it was like, yo, look, Premium, you still ain't getting day one games in Premium, but they added the benefits and everything. And then Ultimate, that's when they were like 75 plus day one games a year. We making sure you know that you are getting at least 75 games. I was like, oh shit, Ubisoft Plus Classics coming in. I was like, yo. And then they said Fortnite Crew included in your membership. I said, that's all I needed to hear. You got me, bro.
You're like, they should have started with all that.
That's all I needed. $11.99 I don't gotta spend anymore. It's automatically in there. And then they were like, yeah, and if you in the Ultimate, you get that 1440p crispy high bit rate streaming, and you don't have to wait as long as everybody else if there's a demand. I'm like, bro. And that's all I saw. I was like, yo, look what they did for me. Look what they did for me. And then they snuck it in there like, yeah, it's just a little, just $10 increase, $29.99. Like, wait, what? It's just a little increase to $29.99 for food. You know, Ultimate, it's just a little $29.99. 20 who? $29.99. And that's what it say is like, hold on. Look, Essential, if you were on Essential, if you were on Core, or you were on Standard, you got all of these new benefits, no price increase. You're good. The Ultimate boys are the only ones who gotta pay the price. So that was basically the big thing.
Wait, I don't think standard and the other one gets like the Fortnite stuff, does it?
No Fortnite Crew, no Ubisoft Plus, no EA Play, but they
Yeah,
get
so it
the
doesn't.
Riot Games benefits. They
Oh
get
yeah.
the like the perks and all that stuff.
Got it. Got it.
So now it's like, oh, but so 1999 was the price of Ultimate. We are going from 1999 straight to 29.99, which is insane because we went from 14.99 to 16.99, from 16.99 to 19.99. And I was like, you know, they gonna drip feed it. We're gonna eventually get to 29.99 for sure. But it's gonna be, you know, 22.99 next, and then 24.99 next, and then 27.99 next, and then 29.99. These motherfuckers said we gonna jump right to 29.99. 50% increase. 50%. Just like that. And PC tier, you are also getting you're getting all the benefits except for Fortnite Crew, except for Ubisoft Classics. And you are actually all your benefits are basically the same as it was before. None of the new stuff is coming to you. And guess what? You are going up to 16.49 from 11.49, or sorry, 11.99. So you get a 450 increase with no benefits because you already had all the benefits of Ultimate before. So if anything, PC players probably getting the worst deal in this. But obviously this price increase. Oh, there was a game I forgot to talk about. All right, I'll talk about it.
Didn't you do this last week?
Exactly, because it always ends up playing in the background, and then I realized I added the game and I forgot to talk about it. But I'll talk about it after this topic. So $29.99 for Ultimate, bro.
Yep.
How did we get here? Terra Bond just said they were more profitable than ever. What happened?
They spin everything, bro. They love to spin everything, bro. But I mean, I still got a year left, so I'm chilling. And I get Fortnite Crew. Let's go. I could cancel that shit. Let's go.
I was mad that they said it don't start until November. How you gonna make me pay now and then I don't even get the benefits of Fortnite Crew until next month? Count your days.
Bro, but really think about it, bro. They're doing it right after they're launching the fucking Xbox Allies, bro.
Oh yeah.
Like they're doing it right after. So just think about it. Hold on, let me pull up the calculator real quick. Cause so the if you're on the PC Game Pass, it's how much? $14.99. 16.49 times 12. So that's 197. So let's just round that up to 200. So yeah, you're pretty much paying. Games. Yeah.
Which is basically what I mean. It's still a little less than what Ultimate players are paying. Or most of the benefits, or I guess you're still getting all the benefits of Ultimate. You're just not getting the console stuff.
Bro, what are they gonna do when their next Xbox is a fucking PC, bro? And like, are they gonna make it so you pay for them online multiplayer?
Like, oh, you know.
They better not, bro. I swear to God, if they say you have to still pay for online multiplayer on that shit, bro, I'm gonna be so mad.
I don't think you will, and I think that's half the reason they're increasing the prices now. Because then, like, we're gonna drop Essential, and it's only gonna be standard, and standard and ultimate. They're gonna drop PC. They're gonna drop the console tier, or sorry, not console, the essentials tier. Or I guess it'll still be essentials because it'll still have that small curated library. You just won't pay for online. So it won't be, they're raising prices because they know it won't be essential anymore. Because like you have to have it to play online, and some people just want it, literally only play it so they can play online on like Madden or 2K or Call of Duty. And if they don't have, like, they could care less about whatever library is there. So if that goes away and people are like, oh, I don't have to pay for this shit anymore, they're like, you know what, we got to increase the prices so that when we do drop the online, at least we'll make up for the people that we lose, in a sense.
That's still more expensive than literally anything else, bro. That's more expensive than buying a Switch 2 with Mario Kart 8 and a year of NSO Online Plus expansion pack. That's more expensive than getting a PS5, literally a PS5 Pro with 2 terabytes, and you get the 1 year of PlayStation Plus extra. Yeah, that's more expensive than that too, bro. That fucking sucks, bro.
Are you talking about buying the Ally and
Yeah, buying the Ally and that
PC Game Pass?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. You know, I never planned on getting the Ally or the Ally X, especially. So that never appealed to me in any way. But when it comes to next gen, what is that going to look like? And that's even saying by the time next gen consoles come out, if they don't raise prices of Game Pass again, see how they've literally raised the price of consoles within the last 6 months twice. But how are we feeling about the best deal in gaming? Is it still the best deal in gaming after this?
Yeah, I mean, I would say it's the best deal if you could stack your subscription up and try to get it on the low. Then it's for sure the best deal. But straight up, not anymore. Nah.
For me, it's still the best deal in gaming. Honestly, I understand.
Even if you just have to buy it monthly.
Even if you still, if you
$29.99.
They pull a PlayStation and they take all the cards off of all the third-party sites, and the only way you can get Xbox Game Pass is through Xbox. If they were to do that scummy tactic, $29.99, it would still be the best deal in gaming, because we see, like, whenever I see the games that I played in Game Pass by the end of the year, I'm like, yeah, I definitely made way more. Like, I made up for the amount that I would have paid for even though I don't pay ever the regular price, and I'm still not gonna
but you're
pay.
saying that because you stack it, bro.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
I'm telling you, I look at the value of the regular price, and I look at the games that I played and the value of the games that I played, and then I'm like, yeah, I've played way more than what it would actually cost for me to play these games. Like, play them separately versus paying the monthly cost. The 300, or it was 240 a year, now it's 360 a year. And I still feel by the end of it, I will still have played more than $360 worth of games in Game Pass. But if you were one of those users who have Game Pass for the hell of it, but you don't really play as many Game Pass games, and you've just been keeping the subscription just cause, now you're gonna be like, oh, now it's definitely not worth it. Like, I already wasn't really playing as much Game Pass games as I thought. But now at $29.99, yeah, it's definitely not gonna be worth it. So I feel like if you are the hardcore Game Pass user, you play you play all the first party Xbox games, you play the indie games, you play the like third party games that get added later. If that's you're still gonna find $360 worth of games to play in Game Pass. Now, for me, even with the increase, I'm actually saving because of this. Because Fortnite Crew is something that I subscribe to, and I wasn't planning on getting rid of my Fortnite Crew anytime soon. So I would have been paying for Fortnite Crew for the foreseeable future, and that is $11.99. $19.99 plus $11.99, $31.99 is what I've been paying for Game Pass Ultimate plus Fortnite Crew. Now, you're telling me I can get Fortnite Crew and Game Pass Ultimate plus Ubisoft Classics for $29.99. So I'm literally eating like off of being a Fortnite player. If you are a Fortnite player, you are the ones getting the biggest benefit here. If you don't play Fortnite, I feel sorry for you because you literally are paying $10 extra for nothing. Especially if you don't like Ubisoft game. If you hate Ubisoft and you don't play Fortnite, it's you got fucked.
It's over.
Like,
Those are all the people that are unsubbing, bro. Honestly,
you got fucked so bad in this. Like, I wish the Ubisoft was Ubisoft Plus, or Ubisoft Plus Premium. Is that what it's called?
yeah, it's like Ubisoft Plus Premium or something.
I wish it was the day one.
Same.
But it's still, I'm still like, you know what's crazy? I bought Far Cry Primal on Steam like 3 days ago.
Yeah.
I bought Far Cry Primal on Steam. So I was like, man, I played a little bit of it on Xbox, but I don't really play my Xbox like that anymore. And I wanted to play Far Cry Primal. I was like, let me just get on Steam. It's on sale. And now Far Cry Primal's in Game Pass because of Ubisoft Plus Classics. So
refund it, bro.
I really could. It was only $4 though, so I'm not really tripping.
Bro, just refund it, bro.
So yeah, like you know me, I love Ubisoft. With all their flaws, I love seeing what's it called get added to Game Pass, The Lost Crown. And when Star Wars Outlaws gets added, I will be on that for sure because I still have not played Star Wars Outlaws, but it's only a matter of time before that gets added. Also, like literally the two games that I'm waiting for to get added to Ubisoft Plus Classics is Crew Motorfest and Star Wars Outlaws.
I've never played a Crew game before.
I hate the Crew, the first two at least, but I played the demo for the Crew Motorfest, and I actually ended up liking it a lot because it was literally just
that's the one they made into just pretty much Horizon, right?
Yes, it's literally Forza Horizon, but I feel like they did a better job with the progression than Forza Horizon. Like I feel like they did a really good job of like how you progress in that game, and in the whatever city it was supposed to be, like it was a made up city that has some Asian neon influences and then some like West Coast influence, and it was I like how the map was designed. Also, obviously it's not anywhere as graphically intensive as Forza Horizon, but it was still a lot of fun. And I like a 10-hour trial. I played the whole 10 hours and I was like, damn, am I gonna buy this though? No, not right now. And I just never ended up picking it up. So I'll play it when it gets on Ubisoft Plus Classics. So yeah, But those are really the two games that I'm waiting for to hit the Ubisoft classics. So for me, I win in this deal completely. But
I win too, bro.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Like I don't feel like I'm like, because of I already paid for Fortnite Crew. My subscription prices has only went down. Like nothing has increased for me. So for me, I can safely say that I'm happy with this. But I also understand
yours is stacked until 2027, huh?
Yeah. But I can
Bruh,
and then I'm stacked until 2027, so it's like
exactly.
And
That's
then I'm still
stack.
as soon as I see the deal, like any type of Game Pass deal, I immediately get 3 more months or whatever just to keep it going. So I'm definitely winning in this scenario, but I also understand where everyone else is coming from. Like, not everyone plays Fortnite. Not everyone cares enough about Ubisoft games to warrant an extra $10 a month. Because that is, and the crazy part is, we know if they would have just trickled it a year to like $2 to $3 a year for 3 or 4 years until they got to $29.99, no one would have cared by the time it got to $29.99. For whatever reason, Xbox just does not, they don't care about the right way of doing things anymore. They're just doing shit to do it now. It's like, oh, are we gonna profit from this somehow? Yeah, okay. Are we gonna get backlash? Yeah. Who cares? Like they really do not care anymore. I don't know. And it's crazy because you used to be the value proposition. Like that was your whole thing, the value proposition. Now you getting money and you acting different. Like, who is you, B? Who is this guy? Who does this guy think he is? You know the guy who, like, Xbox is literally the kid who was bullied in school, and then he turned into a tech, like he made his little tech empire, and now he thinks he's that guy. But we still remember who you was, Xbox. You was little Jimmy getting bullied every day after school. We ain't gonna forget who you are. Just because you got money now, you trying to act different. You trying to act like you run shit. Xbox. Everyone still remembers. We got pictures of you. Pants down, wedgies, swirlies. You used to get all of that. We remember when Scalebound got canceled. We remember when Don Matrix said it's called an Xbox 360. We remember when, like, literally a month ago when you canceled Perfect Dark and shut down the initiative. But you're like, well, we have Call of Duty now. We can do whatever we want. How long will that work for you? That's what I want to know. Just because I'm still happy with Game Pass does not mean that I'm not about to roast your ass, because you have not done anything to warrant any of this. Game Pass has literally been the only thing keeping people happy with Xbox. No matter, like, you can raise the price of consoles because we've already had the consoles. It's like, okay, cool. Like, we'll talk. Like, we'll talk about it. But we're like, man, you know, it's crazy that he's like, the prices have gotten so crazy for the Xbox consoles. We already have the consoles. Like, honestly, it doesn't affect us. So we're not, like, we can talk about it. But since it doesn't affect us, it's like, it is what it is. You know, if you don't have an Xbox by now, it's really whatever. But Game Pass has literally been y'all one saving grace, because it was supposed to, your software has not been hitting how y'all said it was gonna hit. for the most part. There are some games I like, of course. I love Avowed. Subeg, you like South of Midnight?
Yeah, I like South of Midnight.
I didn't play it yet, so I can't talk. Doom the Dark
I
Ages.
thought it could have been. No, but like I would say, like South of Midnight, like
Yeah.
it was good for what it is, but it could have been
better.
like it could have been GOTY material good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it just isn't. It
Hellblade
just
2.
isn't.
It could have been
Exactly.
GOTY material good. Doom the Dark Ages, like everyone thought that was gonna be GOTY material,
Yeah, dude.
and that I don't think that's gonna make GOTY status.
It's not. Bro.
Yeah, I already know it's not. Like these are the games that people were like, yeah, like when I saw South of Midnight, I was like, oh yeah, this is gonna be a GOTY like type of game. It had all the Game Award bait, except for the game, who just was not that good. As usual, Xbox Hellblade 2 had all the makings to be Game of the Year, except that the game was not that good. Doom has been a Game of the Year contender 2 times. Somehow y'all get it, and now it's not. Think about that.
Tony Hawk is supposed to be a 90.
Tony Hawk 1 and 2 was a 90 plus game. But y'all get it. Tony Hawk 3 and 4 is barely pushing 80s. Like on the lower end of the 80s. So, like I said,
Gears
Reloaded is literally supposed to be as good as the Ultimate Edition. Like it was supposed to hit like the Ultimate Edition did. Y'all couldn't even do that right. So y'all have not done anything to warrant, except that we bought Activision and we got Call of Duty. That's literally all y'all banking on. That is crazy. I swear if Ninja Gaiden 4 is not the at least top 5 character action games of the last decade, like I'm
hoping, man. I'm
coming
hoping,
for you. I'm coming for your ass. Just know that. If that shit is anything less than, if that shit is somehow worse than Ninja Gaiden 3, I'm 4 hours away from Redmond. I want y'all to know that. I am 4 hours away from Redmond. Like, stop playing games. So the only
The Outer Worlds 2 isn't better than an 85 too.
Bro, like the Outer Worlds 2 has to be better than the first one. Has to be better than Avowed also. Which it can't be, because I mean it can't be better than the first game. Because y'all ain't add romance, you fucking. Don't get me started, Obsidian. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. Y'all tapping the glass right now, and I strictly told y'all don't tap the glass like 10 times, and I don't understand why y'all not understanding. But it's funny, like at the same time me roasting them and me saying that I feel like the value is still worth it, even at the price that it is.
It's because you got that shit stacked, bro. That's what I'm saying.
I'm telling. If I had to pay the $29.99 a month, I would still be paying the $29.99 a month right now. I would not cancel. But it's funny to me that the people who were like you always hear from Xbox fans, they always like, man, Game Pass is like the best deal in gaming. If anything, I get more than what I pay for every time. Look, I got like $500 worth of savings in Game Pass. I got $600 worth of savings in Game Pass, and then it's like the same people. It go up $120. You still saving $400. Oh no. I gotta cancel now because it's not worth it. You just said last year, you said that Game Pass was worth it to you. because you saved $500. That's what Phil Spencer and them was hearing. They said, "Oh, they saving $500 on average." The hardcore on the ultimate tier. Oh, that's how y'all saving that much. We just gonna put it up 120. That's it. You still gonna save 300 something? You 380. Is that not good enough for you? But
Wait, do you have the thing that shows on YouTube like to dislike?
I
You
have
have
an
that?
app on my phone that shows it.
Can you check what that like to dislike on that YouTube video is
Yeah,
of them?
I'm pretty sure it's nasty. Let's see, Xbox Game Pass.
Because they did an official one, right?
Yep. All right, so this is the one for what's new and what's changing. It's at 6.7 thousand likes,
Okay.
23,000 dislikes. Which honestly, for what this is, I would expect it to be like at least a 90% ratio. But it's like a
Like a 2-to-1.
yeah, like a 2-to-1. Not too bad. But yeah. Look, the 6.7 thousand were the people who were subscribed to Fortnite Crew. That's the ones who upvoted. All right. So yeah,
It is what it is.
I find it funny that everyone like I would pay more for game. Like I feel like I should be paying more for Game Pass for what I'm getting, and now y'all paying more. What happened? Why y'all backtracking now? What happened to that value that y'all's getting? And the biggest one for the value boys out there, because I had Xbox fans coming over to me, and saying that the value that Nintendo is giving is I shouldn't be happy with the value that I'm getting with Nintendo. Look at y'all now. Y'all said we got the best value over here. You know, y'all selling Mario Galaxy 1 and 2 for $70. We got Game Pass, $240 a year. Now look at you. You look stupid. All that value talk just went out the window all of a sudden. Now y'all overloading the Game Pass website to cancel y'all subscriptions in droves. What happened? Yeah. Although it's funny that Wario64 posted that, but that's actually like how the subscriptions page always loads. It always loads slow as hell. It wasn't because a bunch of people are going to cancel their, but then it just blew up. Like even Discussing Film and all these other like big ass accounts picked it up. But yeah. So Subegos,
What's up?
are you canceling your Game Pass subscription?
Well, I mean, I physically can't. I physically can't cancel it. So no.
Bro, also I just need to call out everyone, like if you were paying month to month for your Game Pass, I'm sorry to say it, you are just not a savvy. You're not a savvy. You shouldn't be worried about your what you're paying in, like, come on. Nobody should be buying Game Pass month to month. I'm saying this now. The people who are like, I'm canceling my Game Pass subscription, and I literally see it say, like, they show that picture and it say next month. You deserved. You should be paying $29.99. Because why the fuck were you paying month to month when literally you can find Game Pass for $13 a month, $14 a month, sometimes even less, at like regularly on a daily basis. and now it's going up to like $20 a month. So now, guess what? If you were a savvy shopper, if you actually cared about the value and paying less, paying as little as you can for what you're getting, you would just be paying $20 a month by just going to CD Keys right now. 3 months is $67.99. That is about $22 a month. That's your price increase. You get a $2 price increase. Yesterday was 54, or not even yesterday. This morning, before CD Keys heard the news, it was $54.99. That's less than $20 a year. Why are y'all paying $20 a year in the first place? That's all I want to know. And now y'all talking about $29.99. I'm never, like, when my shit runs out, which it probably never will, I will never once pay $29.99. I will barely pay $20 a month now. It's crazy to me that people are really paying monthly for this. If I had a choice for like Fortnite Crew, if CD Keys had stuff like that on there, I would not be paying $11.99 a month for Fortnite Crew. I just kind of don't have a choice because that subscription doesn't have cards that go on sale like Game Pass does. But yeah. But what else do I want to talk about? What else is going on with this that I'm trying to remember?
I think you covered it, bro. The rewards thing, the games, the 75 games a year, new ones, ultimate premium standard. Is that what it is?
Premium, ultimate premium essentials.
Ultimate premium essentials.
Now, Brad Sams did say something that I did find pretty wild. A year of Ultimate now costs more than a Series S at launch.
Yep, it does. Well, $360 a year is yep, that's more than Series S at launch.
But as I always say, price is and always will be subjective. Something that is the value of something is only gonna be as valuable to you as it should only be up to you if it's a value, if it's worth the value or not. Don't let other people too. Yeah. Don't let other people tell you that it's not valuable anymore. If they tell you it's not valuable and you still feel it's valuable, then why are you listening to them? Don't let other people change your perspective on things, because it's your money at the end of the day. You can spend it on whatever you want. If you want to buy 2 of the worst 3D Mario games in the collection for $70, then go ahead and do that. You know? If you want to spend your money on PS Plus, knowing that it's Brokeback Mountain Game Pass, then, you know, go ahead, bro. They got a year. They got a year. What is it? 120 for a year?
Yeah, it's like 130 or something.
Yeah, at least they know how to discount when you buy for a year.
But you get that, and you get the regular games too. So yeah, the regular PS Plus games.
You know, if you find that more, if you like, man, I feel like this is more value now. Even though it just got the games I played in Game Pass 6 months ago.
I will say though, it does have a lot of the PlayStation games on there too. So just that's also there. Like most of the PlayStation exclusives are on extra.
And if you want to replay,
like Returnal,
and if you want to play
Spider-Man,
replay Spider-Man, Last of Us, and God of War for the 77th time, then you know you got that. But Don't poo-poo at me if I say Game Pass at $360 a year is still more worth it than PS Plus in my eyes. If I say that, don't come at me. That's all I'm saying. I'm gonna let you do what you do, buy what you want, spend your money how you want. Don't let other people get in your ear and tell you what's worth it and what's not.
Oh wow, Demon Souls is on PS Plus Extra.
That's probably the only
Demon Souls,
game
Death
that I haven't
Stranding, Detroit Become Human, Days Gone. I'm looking at Doom Eternal, Doom 2016, Dishonored, Dredge, Dave the Diver.
I already played.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I'm just listing all the games. Final Fantasy VII Remake is on there. Everybody Golf is on there.
I just feel like if you are a
Ghost of
seasoned
Tsushima, Ghost of Ragnarok is on there.
if you're a seasoned PlayStation
Forspoken
player, like you're not getting value from games that
Legacy,
you most likely
Hollow
bought
Knight.
day one. You know, which is like
a Dragon.
that's how I feel about the premium tier or the premium tier for Xbox. If you are an Xbox fan, an Xbox player, most likely the new games that are coming from Xbox first party, you're gonna buy. But the only value that you get with Game Pass Ultimate, like what makes it valuable is that you don't have to pay for the games at launch. When Doom comes out, when Call of Duty comes out, when Ninja Gaiden 4 comes out, when Fable, State of Decay 3, all these games come out, you don't those are games I would buy. Just the ones I'm listing would be games that I'd want to buy at launch, and I don't have to. That's where the value comes from. If I'm a PlayStation fan,
I know.
If I'm a PlayStation fan, when Last of Us Part 2 comes out, I'm not gonna wait a year to 2 years for it to hit PS Plus. I'm gonna buy it because that's what I'm on the platform for. If Nintendo had a subscription service where their Nintendo game, where Mario, Zelda, all these games hit 2 years after, that is not valuable for me because I'm not gonna wait 2 years to play Donkey Kong Bonanza. I'm not gonna wait 2 years to play Mario Kart World. That's why I feel like
but it might be valuable to someone that's not already in
that's what I'm saying. For the hardcore, it's not gonna be valuable. For the regular Joe Schmo, yeah, you're gonna most of them have missed these games, like Days Gone and Detroit Become Human and whenever Astro Bot gets added because everybody missed Astro Bot.
Ghost of Tsushima and God of War Ragnarok and Horizon Forbidden West.
The regular Joe Schmo can play these games and be like, man, this is slop. And then they can go back to playing Madden 2K and whatever else they were playing.
That's hella funny. College football, yeah.
So yeah, that's let your value speak for itself. Don't listen to us. Don't listen to anybody else. We just telling you how we see it.
Mm-hmm.
But that's all I gotta say on the Game Pass topic. Anything you wanted to add?
No. You said it. You said it all.
All right. Now, just a brief intermission. Well, I'll talk about a game that I forgot to talk about before. And that is Might Rhea, which is a game that we had for on the radar last week. And I got to play the demo. And it's fucking legit, bro.
Yeah.
It's fucking legit. All right. Have you ever played a character action game as a superhero? Flying, teleporting, aerial combat, because I haven't. And when I saw the gameplay, I was thinking like, man, it's gonna be like some Dragon Ball Z Kakarot type shit. Bro, this is a character action game that has the style and flair of Dragon Ball Z. But all the mechanics and tight gameplay and combos and like all of the stuff that you love from Bayonetta, Devil May Cry, Ninja Gaiden, it's there. But they've made it into a Dragon Ball Z style game, and it just works so well, and it's so stylish. I will say I wish the controls were a little like, it's a little like, it's obviously not on platinum levels of just like how good it controls, but for an indie, how close they got with such a style that you don't see in character action games, they did a fucking good ass job. And I was like just testing out different kind of combos that I can do, like when to launch towards an enemy, when to just like, what do they call it, like slam them down. You can throw them into other enemies. It was a lot of fun, just like learning and then just testing out different combos. And then when I got into the actual stages, like traversing the world and then going into each battle, they have a score system, which is always great. And shout out to me, because I was getting S's. I got a double S on my.
Shout out to me.
Yeah, shout out to me. Wait, were you there on Project Untitled when I just started the podcast? I was like, yeah, shout out to me.
Nah, I joined a little late.
Oh, okay, because I literally said that shit at the start of the podcast, and they were like,
that's funny.
They were like, they was like conceited, bro. Like, what the fuck? But yeah, but I got a double S on my like second fight. I was like, ooh, let's fucking go. But yeah, man, this game is cool as fuck. Like, if they can polish it just a little bit more, this might be up there, bro. If we talk about indie character actions, or I should say newcomer character action, maybe not indie, but like just not Capcom, not Platinum, not Koei Tecmo, this might be up there, bro. Not gonna lie, because the way that I was schmoovin' in that hole, it was pretty fire. But that's Might Rhea. The demo is still up, or playtest is still up on Steam if you want to check it out. They also have finishers, which is cool. They have like little finisher animations. If you press RT after you press RT once you like weaken an enemy. But yeah, shout out to Might Rhea from, always forget names of these developers. Actually, is Might Rhea still up here? Because I don't see it in my library anymore. Okay, maybe not. So yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about. Let's get back into some news. Before we get into another big topic, let's take care of some of these quick ones. All right. I guess this was big, but I'll just go into it because I don't think we're gonna have too much to say on this. But Bowser has been dethroned.
Oh, yep.
And he's been usurped by a woman. No, I'm just kidding. Doug Bowser is retiring as president of Nintendo of America, and we already have the successor, Devin Pritchard. I don't know how to pronounce her name. She is a longtime Nintendo executive who will succeed Doug Bowser as the head of Nintendo of America, the first female head at any Nintendo branch. So shout out to her, making waves. But saw a lot of comments from like Reggie, who like gave the one up. Kitten Krista also gave a one up for her. So it seems that she was well liked in terms of like Nintendo of America. So that's good to see. She has been working there almost a decade longer than Doug Bowser did before he became the CEO. I mean, or I guess not CEO, but president. So that's also good to have on the track record. She basically worked her way up from the bottom. Phil Spencer like story. So yeah, I don't have any complaints with this. I feel like Doug Bowser was not
A fucking dumbass.
I mean, like, I don't know what he was doing behind the scenes, because it's not like Nintendo of America literally, like, they're literally just an overglorified marketing team at the end of the day. So it's like, did he, like, behind the scenes, obviously, sales were happening in America, shit was getting advertised in America, so I guess he was doing his job in some respect, but when it came to being a public figure, this motherfucker, every time he showed up, he just did not do anything of importance.
Okay.
And a few times that he did show up, he literally would just fuck up somehow. Like the Switch 2 situation, channeling the Don Matrick. Like, you never want to channel Don Matrick, but he had one job. Well, all the pricing talks about the Switch 2 and all that. And what did he do? He said, "We got a system for you. It's called the Switch 1." And yeah, I don't think when it came to being a public figure, he ever did anything of note. Besides his first appearance in the Nintendo Direct, when they literally had Bowser come up with a tie on, and then he's like, "No, not you, Bowser. This Bowser." That was literally the best public facing that he's ever done. That's it. But it was always going to be impossible to replace Reggie in a sense. But he didn't even try. Like, he didn't even try. That's the thing. I'm hoping that Devin at least tried to be the face of Nintendo in the Western audience. She doesn't have to be Reggie, but when I think of Nintendo, like back then when I thought of Nintendo, Reggie would be up there with Miyamoto, with Iwata. Like, that's how big Reggie was. I don't think of Doug Bowser at all when I think of Nintendo. Doug Bowser never pops in my head unless he's saying some dumb shit. So I'm hoping Devin recaptures that was missing with Bowser somehow. But how are you feeling about this change? Do you feel like there's gonna be any kind of real impact, or more the same?
I don't know about real impact, but I do think like I think it's gonna be a nice like change of pace as like a figurehead wise, but we'll see when she pops out. Hopefully at the next direct or whatever, they'll pop her out and be like, look. I don't know, but I'm not too I was actually excited seeing that Doug Bowser is leaving. I'm not gonna lie. So in that sense, I'm actually happy.
Yeah, it's like he hasn't done anything just egregious, but at the same time, it's like you also didn't do anything that made people care that you were there. You never made a mark in any form. So it's like, it is what it is with him. I was like, oh, Doug Bowser stepping down? Hell yeah. Who's replacing? I was like, oh, who is this? Probably better than Doug. she looked like she got more personality than Doug. So yeah, but that's really all I had to say. Nothing too crazy. Anything you want to add before we move on?
No, other than we got the op out of there, man.
Yeah. So this is old because we did talk about TGS and everything last week. But what I did not wait, did we talk about TGS? Or did that happen after the podcast?
I think that might have happened after.
Okay.
Wait, no. Wait.
No, we definitely talked about RGG and all that. But the Xbox
the RGG stuff.
The Xbox TGS didn't happen.
Yeah.
Okay, so I almost forgot about Xbox TGS. Well, I'm gonna give you a quick review. That shit was a 2-pack of ass. It was garbage, and they fucking wasted all of my time. And
don't tell me you stayed up for it.
no, I did not. Thank fucking
Okay,
God.
good.
Because if I would
good.
have stayed up, I had an alarm set, and I said, and like when the alarm went off, I was like, man, I'm like, I had a feeling. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go back to sleep and watch it in the morning. But if I would have woke up with that alarm and watched that shit, I am only 4 hours away from Redmond. And I don't care if they still in Tokyo. I would have waited for the motherfuckers to get back. Phil Spencer would have came back to the office. Like, man, that was a great trip to Tokyo. Now it's time to get back to raising these prices. And I would like, and I would have been waiting for him in his chair. Like, what the fuck was that? Phil, yo, when have you ever left an Xbox showcase without a single Game Pass announcement? When have you ever watched since this generation? When have you watched an indie showcase, a partner preview, obviously their full showcase? I have never walked away from any of those, even previous TGSs, without a single Game Pass announcement. And yet here we are in big 2025 with a $10 increase, and these motherfuckers went the whole 45 minutes, hour, however long that shit was, without a single Game Pass announcement. No Monster Hunter Stories 1 and 2 old ass games. That was a 3DS game. Y'all couldn't get a 3DS game into Game Pass, is what y'all telling me. You couldn't convince Capcom to put a game from 2016 into Game Pass. Hotel Barcelona, which we know that game is not doing numbers. That shit would have been a whole. Y'all could have got Swery and Suda, like a whole bottle of sake, and bought him some. I don't even know, but I'm pretty sure getting that shit into Game Pass is not gonna cost shit. Y'all couldn't do that. Why did y'all show up? I don't understand why y'all were here. What did y'all show up for? And then we already knew what the big announcement was. We knew what it was, and it was like, okay, this is gonna make up for all of the bullshit that I just went through. License plates. License plates. The Forza Horizon 6 reveal was some license plates on the wall. That was it. No, not even a car. We didn't even get to see a car. We got to see license plates and Mount Fuji. And that's it. Xbox, Playground, who else? Phil, Sarah Bond, Matt Booty, everybody. count your fucking days. Because y'all put together the worst show, the worst first party show of this year. Maybe this gen. That was worse than any state of play out of all the bad ones that we've had. Because not only did we we got like one new announcement for games. And it was a sequel to a game that was ass. Gungrave Gore. Why are we making a sequel to Gungrave Gore? And then the crazy part is the first Gungrave Gore that was trash launched in Game Pass. Y'all couldn't secure the second one? Why were we here? What were we doing in Tokyo? And then y'all showed a 007 trailer with the same gameplay from the PlayStation showcase. And I'm over here like, okay, maybe they about to show off a mission that's set in Japan or set in Asia or something. These motherfuckers was just being racist. Because the only reason that they showed 007 was to show that Q, the one who makes the gadgets, was played by Gemma Chan, an Asian person. Look, guys, Asian person. That's why we're here at Tokyo Game Show. Y'all like Asian? Like that was the most racist shit I ever seen in my life. They said, "Yeah, we know y'all don't care about 007, but did y'all know that there's an Asian person in this game? Like, what the fuck?" I was funny, flabbergasted when I saw that shit. I was taken aback because I was like, these niggas racist. They only brought this game here just to show that there was an Asian person in the game. That is crazy. So yeah, that show was just literal garbage. Like there are no bright points in any of this showcase. And then Kojima was outside with OD, and y'all couldn't even secure a trailer for OD in this hole? Like nothing?
That shit is a 2-pack of ass. The fuck are you talking about? That shit stinks.
That's how I feel. But did you feel more positive than me? Because I feel like I've just brought all this negativity into the room. So you gotta brighten it up, bro. You gotta.
That shit was dog shit, bro. Not one Game Pass announcement, bro. Even last year we had that one fucking puzzle game, and then we had like Katamari, and like we had some, Bro. And then like literally like 2 days later they announced 9 Souls coming to Game Pass and shit. Like,
let me see. I gotta look at the list now because I literally was like, okay, we got games.
Literally.
Like, there was, bro, old ass games that could have easily been added on to Game Pass.
They could have at least threw, like you said, Monster Hunter Stories, that Game Pass bag 1 and 2, like something, something.
Like, you're getting games late and they celebrating it, and it's not even coming to Game Pass. What are we doing?
No, it's funny because people getting games late. They not buying the games. They waiting for them to come to Game Pass, and now Game Pass price went. Bro, my Twitter's not working.
Twitter's not working?
I think Twitter, it crashed. It's not working.
So yeah, they showed off Asian Mythology, Heavenly Spear, Japan set maps in Black Ops 7. Fallout 76 just was like, our Japanese community makes a lot of camps. Isn't that cool? Don't play Fallout 76. Get the fuck out of here. Microsoft Flight, like probably the best thing from the first party is that Microsoft Flight Simulator has the Japan update that I think is out now. Let's see. Yeah, it's out. At least their shit was fucking ready. So they had that. Obviously, I guess Ninja Gaiden 4 is the best content from first party, but like we've seen like 8 trailers from that shit. 007, I already said that shit was fucking racist. Animo, which looked cool, another Pokemon clone. Y'all got Power Wielding fucking Game Pass. Y'all ain't get this shit? No, dumbasses. Double Dragon Revive. I was waiting for that one to come. I was like, oh, if they showing Double Dragon Revive, they gotta be coming to Game Pass. Nope. Count your days. They showed Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD. They showed Fatal Frame 2 remake, Gungrave Gore, Blood Heat. Missed opportunity there. Then they show Hitman with Bruce Lee. Why? Hotel Barcelona. Again, y'all ain't get the fucking Game Pass for that. Miss Fall Hunter, that looked cool. No Game Pass. Count your days. Monster Hunter Stories, the whole series is coming, but not to Game Pass. Probably the best game from the first party, or not first party, from the third party, was Project Evil Bane, which was that 4-player co-op, like action RPG that kind of looked like an MMO, but it's not really an MMO. That one looks sick, but still count your days because that game is not in Game Pass. And yeah. But I also already knew about this game because they had Xbox playtests for it. I don't know if they ever announced it before in a showcase, but yeah, this game looks cool as fuck though.
Show.
But complete waste of time. Any Xbox show, because they don't get the luxury of everybody else. Even if like it was like, oh man, all of these games look cool. If I don't see no Game Pass at an Xbox show, it's automatically getting points deducted. Because guess what, Xbox, you have made it so that you've made it this way. You have put yourself into this corner where Game Pass is the only reason you exist. If I don't see no Game Pass, why are we here? I don't care about Play Anywhere enough for it to be the tagline that I want to see at the end of every game. I don't care if it's Play Anywhere, honestly. I just want to see the Game Pass logo. And I did not see the Game Pass logo except for games we already knew that was coming to Game Pass, which is Ninja Gaiden, Forza, Fallout 76, and whatever else they showed from first party. Absolute useless.
You know, someone told me that they thought that Ghost of Tsushima was gonna get announced to Xbox here.
That's what I would have done if I would have heard them say that.
That's what I did.
And then this dumbass Rhythm Doctor game that could have been in Game Pass. That shit would have been $10 in a pack of gum to get in Game Pass. Romancing Saga 2, I think it's coming late because I feel like that's already been out on everything else. So that also ain't coming to Game Pass. They got a little farming sim called Star Sand Island that ain't coming to Game Pass. Sudden Strike 5. Why? First off, I love RTS games. This was the most boring looking trash ass RTS game I ever seen in my life. I didn't even know Sudden Strike existed and that there's 5 of them. And that shit, and I was like, why are they're like, what was the point of this? I mean, I guess Japan is World War II, but like, damn, that shit was.
Yeah, why you reminding them of that?
remember what y'all did in World War II?
What the fuck? Nah, this showcase is hilarious, bro.
Like, look, guys, y'all can be. Look what y'all can be. Look, it's Japan in World War II. Warmongers, war criminals, savages, just straight up murdering people and burning villages and raping. That's y'all. Y'all remember that? So yeah, this is crazy, bro. This showcase was fucking crazy. Then they showed,
bro, they got 3. They got 2 months where they dropped 3 games and now they acting crazy, bro.
And then we got the only Game Pass announcement from a third party. Terminal Brigade, a game that is already been in Game Pass for like at least a week before this announcement. And then 2, a free-to-play game. The only Game Pass benefits is like you get extra shit. This showcase was fucking dog shit. Winterboro, we already knew this game was coming to Game Pass because they announced it at one of the previous directs. And it's not even a Japanese like creator. What was the point of this game even being here? They just wanted to show it off somehow. They're like, man, we got to show this game off, and we forgot to do it at one of the other showcases. Let's just throw it in here. So that was all. That's all they showed, bro. So that being said, 0 out of 10, automatic. What do you give this showcase?
Bro, I'm gonna give this showcase a did not watch out of 10 because I knew that shit was gonna be ass.
Bro, like the TGSs are usually mid, but they've never been this ass before.
Yeah,
and this
bro.
was supposed to be. This was the one where everyone was like, man, feel like Xbox is actually gonna try this year. It's about to be crazy. Forza Horizon 6 is gonna be here. Yo, no, bitch.
They didn't even show off gameplay, bro.
Bitch.
They could have at least showed off gameplay, bro.
Bitch. Forza, I want you to look up a trailer, the first trailer for every Forza Horizon game. Every single one of them. The first trailer shows off gameplay. Every single trailer. From Forza Horizon 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 to 5. The first look is gameplay. These motherfuckers showed off license plates. They didn't even show off a car. Everybody involved needs to count their days. But we did get one piece of good news, at least for me. And this is the one point that I'm giving this showcase. Y'all getting 1 point out of 10 for this. Forza Horizon 6 will launch exclusively, console exclusively at least, on Xbox and PC, of course. It will not launch on PlayStation. It will not launch on Nintendo Switch 2. Although they do say that it will come to PlayStation 5 post-launch. But at the very least, it is coming only to Xbox at launch. And PC. And we talked about this, and you were like, man, it's gonna be like the biggest launch ever if it launches on PlayStation and Nintendo Switch 2 at the same time. And I said, fuck all that. I want them motherfuckers to wait. And I want them to think about what they've done while we sitting here playing Forza Horizon 6 and they still playing Forza Horizon 5. And I got my wish. So that's your 1 point, Xbox. That's it. But that's all I gotta say on TGS. Xbox's TGS. Although TGS as a whole was kind of ass this year, just in general. But let's move on. That was supposed to be a quick topic, but I forgot that we did not talk about TGS at all, or the Xbox TGS, because it happened afterwards. All right, let's move on. Let's see what else we got. Sony says the PS5 is the most successful PlayStation generation ever. I call bullshit. But that's all I gotta say. Anything you want to add to that?
I mean, if you count that, all their peripheral sales and all the games that they've sold on PC and all the fucking consoles that they've sold and all the subs and that they've got, yeah, I'm sure it is.
And all the money that they've saved from all the studios they've closed, and all the money that they've saved from the canceled games. Although, are you really saving money at that point?
They would have gained even more money if they put out Last of Us Factions, but they're too stupid to realize that.
Yeah, but I'm gonna leave it at that. They can say whatever they want, but we know what happened. Generation.
Oh, yep.
So we talked about Megabonk crossing some. They had a pretty successful launch, but another game had a pretty successful launch. Silent Hill F sold over 1 million units faster than Silent Hill 2 Remake. And it's crazy that this game, because we were saying, oh yeah, it's gonna be good, but I don't think it's gonna score higher than Silent Hill 2. I think it'll be like low 80s or like high 70s. This game was in the 88s, 86, 87. It's been doing really good, and a lot of people have been enjoying it a lot, even more than Silent Hill 2, which I was not expecting.
Yeah, man.
So shout out to Konami. Is Konami back? Can we say it now?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
We need Castlevania.
Castlevania. Yep.
Once we get Castlevania, we can say Konami is back. But they're doing some shit. They're doing some shit for sure.
Castlevania's supposed to. It's supposed to. It's I know that they're thinking of it. Maybe they're just trying to find a dev right now.
I mean, it ain't gonna be Bloodstained.
Maybe it could be.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Maybe it could be FromSoft.
Yep. That's all I gotta say.
That's hella funny.
Halo Studios reconfirmed that they will be showing off a deep dive on what they've been working on at Halo World Championship on October 24th. But they also said multiple projects. Not just one project that they're showing off. Multiple projects to deep dive on here in October 24th. We'll be seeing multiple Halo projects. How are we feeling?
Yeah, I mean, I want to see Halo and this is actually the Blam / Unreal stuff, right? Or that's the rumors.
The Halo 1 remake is one of them for sure, but that's one project. That's why I'm like, okay, if that's one project, what are the other ones? That's what I want to know. Because I don't think we've heard. I don't think we're gonna see next gen Halo like Halo 7. But there's so many spin-offs that I've wanted, which is why I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Are we getting Halo Wars 3? Are we getting the Helldivers crossover or not crossover, but Helldivers clone? I guess not Helldivers, but Helljumpers game that they thought about making it and they stopped making it. What's on the menu for Halo Studios? Or
I think they could port Infinite to PS5 still. I still think that they could do that. That could be a project for them.
I hope not. At least like I hope that's not a project that they're announcing like as a new game. You know, like,
that would definitely be a project though.
Yeah, that'd be some bullshit if it was. Unless it comes to the Switch too, then it'll be okay. But what else?
Maybe a new Spartan Ops. You remember?
Yeah,
remember Spartan Ops?
Spartan Strike and Spartan Assault. Let me see. I was thinking of something, and now I can't remember. Oh well.
Maybe they could finally put out the Battle Royale.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Tatanka. Maybe they resurrected Tatanka, and they're like, we're putting it out. We're just gonna see how people like put it out in early access or something, and just see how people react to it, and then we'll go from there.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, that could be.
I just want to be excited about Halo. Whatever they
Maybe
show.
they announced that Halo Vampire Survivors like game and be like, oh, this is actually officially a Halo game.
And they actually spruced it up and it don't look like a Flash game anymore.
Yeah, exactly. That'd be sick.
They threw some devs over there. Said, look, we gave you two artists to spruce up your game. Here you go. So yeah. I feel like Vampire Survivors clones are becoming like, you can just throw your it's like a fast
Like any
game.
IP.
Yeah, you can just put an IP and you can just build it pretty quick and just get it out. High reward,
I could see it.
low risk. Like, because roguelites are in a sense are like that, because you're literally just reusing the same like few stages, same enemies. But what makes a roguelite hard is that you really have to design it right, or it won't last long. But I feel like Vampire Survivors, it's easier to just make it balanced enough, you know?
Yeah, because the goal is to be overpowered at the end of it anyways.
Yeah.
So, and you don't gotta really develop a story or write a story.
Yep.
No hub worlds really. You can just do level select or stages.
Although Vampire Survivors actually does have a story, and it's actually pretty good if you get to the end of it.
I didn't know that actually.
I was surprised because at the end of it, I was like, yo, this is top 5 stories of the year that I played. Because it was a twist that there was continuity and story involved in the first place. It was crazy. That's why Vampire Survivors will always be the true king in that genre. But yeah, I just want to be excited about Halo. Whatever they announce, I just want it. If this Halo remake is on some Gears of War Reloaded shit, y'all keep that shit. Don't even announce it. Y'all gonna piss me off. That shit better be. I mean, it sounded like it is because they saying it has sprint, and it feels like they've basically remade it into its own game, kind of like Oblivion remastered. What's the chances that what's their names? The Oblivion remastered team and Metal Gear Delta.
Virtuos.
Yeah, what's the chances Virtuos is
Virtuos mission.
What's the chance that Virtuos is also doing this one?
Doing which one again?
Halo remake.
Oh, Halo.
I mean, they already did, because they said that it seems that they're partnering with somebody on this game, and they're working on Unreal.
Let me look up actually.
We already have Virtuals doing 2 games where they use the original engine and also slapped Unreal Engine on top of it. That is exactly what they're doing with this Halo 1 remake. They just finished Delta, so they got some time on their hands.
Maybe. Damn, bro, that's like the 10th cop car I heard go past my door or window. Wait, are we still live?
Yeah, we are. I'm just.
Okay.
I was seeing if you were gonna bring something up.
Nah.
But
I'm looking at their thing, but I can't really find all of their projects put together.
But yeah, I want something that's gonna surprise me. I want a spin-off that they've never done before. I obviously want Halo Wars 3, but I want something new that 343 wouldn't do. I want something that is Halo Studios, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about for that though. Anything else you wanted to add?
Nah.
All right. We got PlayStation backtracking. and PlayStation fans gonna backtrack also when they see this, because Sony is reportedly releasing a revised PS5 DualSense with a removable battery. What? But I heard from the PlayStation dudes that having a built-in battery is 100 times better than having a replaceable battery or using batteries in general. You know, because just having it built in, and when it dies on you and you can't do anything but just keep your controller charged forever. That's the best part of having a PlayStation controller, but I digress.
That shit does die every two fucking seconds. I will say that.
Shout out to PlayStation for seeing the light.
Hey, but the Switch 2 doesn't have a replaceable.
But theirs lasts 40 hours, so who it's completely different. And
bro, I'm always so surprised at how long their controllers last, bro.
And then when we get later into the generation, and now my Pro controller only lasts 30 hours. I am so sad. That's still more than Xbox does. It's different when your controller at its peak lasts 6 hours, and then 7 years later it lasts 3 hours. That's terrible. So yeah, shout out to PlayStation for seeing the light. I would love for Nintendo to see the light and add replaceable battery packs as well. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. This has not been announced yet, but just some reports that came up. Another quick one, Avalanche Studios closes one of their offices after contraband cancellation. Sad to see, but very inevitable after what happened, because that was literally their biggest project. And there's no Just Cause in the works. There's no Mad Max 2. Honestly, I don't know where they go from here. But they probably need something fast. We have a new prototype being remastered, according to some claims. Or I should say, a new prototype remaster in the works. Not a new prototype being remastered, but it was... there was a user on Reddit, or I guess this was in the Discord, where it says Iron Galaxy Studios, which we all know from Killer Instinct, but they also do a lot of remasters and ports. One of the new studios in the credits worked in the Spyro remasters. Wait, hold on. I'm not understanding what this guy's saying. So this was from a Discord where he just says Iron Galaxy Studios, one of new studios in the credits, worked in the Spyro remasters. This is 100% confirmed. They're remastering the games, likely using the same engine/code or some hybrid like Oblivion. And damn it, not want to do that. Okay, let's see. Okay, so basically the game was data mined by one of a modder who's been modding Prototype 1 for a while. And he found that the recent update that just came out had basically a lot of information pointing to a remaster that is being done. So they made some changes to the credits of the first game to include Iron Galaxy. Or like they included Iron Galaxy, no, U-Swift version, and some other devs related as well. But yeah, I think, yeah. And then they also had a Ubisoft Connect version that was added. Like a team that helped with the Activision Connect version of the game. Which, why is there a Ubisoft Connect version of an Activision game? That is curious, but there's
oh wait, I know why. Because the EU, remember?
Oh yeah, for the cloud.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, so there's that. So there's a lot of new names in the credits, mainly other Activision studios, probably remastered, patched people. And he says, I'm starting to think that the new prototype game is in the works. Thing may be true. So yeah. And then he was showing off that if you go into like, I guess like a developer mode, they actually show off like the testing mode where you can see like they've changed like the physics test. So it seems that they're making some changes to like the physics to the character and stuff like that in this update. So yeah, it's looking pretty likely that we're getting a remaster of Prototype 1. How you feeling about that?
Yeah, man. I I like that they got a whole treasure trove of IP, so they might as well try to do something with it, you know? Like, it's only like it's just funny to me, like if I know this is completely random, but like if a Fabrosk would want to make a Bubsy fucking game, you know, like then I'm sure a developer out there would love to work on Prototype, you know? So yeah.
I'm hopefully they're going with the Spyro Crash plan. Remaster. See if engage the interest, if people get like, and hopefully this remaster is a good one and it gets people to actually try out a game that did not get as much love as it deserved when it did come out. And hopefully a lot of people, and then probably with Game Pass, if there's even still people to subscribe by the time it comes out, it'll be a lot of people checking it out. So yeah, I'll love to play a Prototype remaster because I love that game. And hopefully it actually takes off. People play it for the first time and be like, yo, how did we miss this? And then that gauges the enough interest where they're like, you know what? Prototype 3, Prototype reboot, whatever they want to do, gotta make it happen. So yeah. Hopefully this isn't the last that we hear of Prototype. All right, let me just make sure. I think I've covered everything. So we just got 2 bigger topics and then that'll be it. So the first one, semi-big topic. This is coming from Eurogamer, where we got the first movement from the Ubisoft Tencent deal. From the subsidiary, they are now named Vantage Studios, and they will lead development for the Assassin's Creed, Far Cry, and Rainbow Six franchises. So let me read. All right, so the writer is Connor McCarr. The breakout game development business co-owned by Tencent and Ubisoft finally has a name, Vantage Studios. Eurogamer understands from a source that is starting operations today and will be responsible for new games across many of Ubisoft's biggest IPs, such as Far Cry, Rainbow Six, and Assassin's Creed. Vantage Studios is composed of 2,300 employees across multiple Ubisoft game development teams, including those from Montreal, Quebec, Sherbrooke, Seguini, Sofia, and Barcelona. The studio will be run by the duo of Christophe Durenis and Charlie Guillemot. Vantage Studios operate under a less centralized model compared to Ubisoft proper, with each development team having more ownership over its own respective project. This, in theory, would allow developers to be more fluid and pivot according to industry changes and player expectations, per Eurogamer sources. The formation of Vantage Studios comes as the climax of a tumultuous tumultuous. Why do I always fuck this up? Tumultuous period of for Ubisoft, which reportedly was considering this new venture with Tencent in January of this year, following years of lacking performance. All right, so Vantage Studios, how you feeling about the name?
Yeah, sounds pretty cool. You know, it's funny that they're in charge of like Tom Clancy stuff when like Tom Clancy's like American, you know. But it's weird that Tencent out of all people has that. But I mean, yeah,
He's
I'm
rolling in his
excited.
grave.
I know, bro. I know, but I don't really have too much thoughts of this, just because I know that Tencent announces, or I know that like stuff out of China always announces so early, and like it takes time. But yeah, it's those are three pretty big franchises to be under one banner. So we'll see if they can pull it off.
Do you have any qualms with the Tencent partnership, or do you feel like it is what it is? You feel like it's just gonna be about the same?
No, I don't. I actually don't have any qualms with it, other than the fact that like it is China. But I mean, I know that they haven't really well, they've done some layoffs and stuff.
Yeah, they did.
What's going on?
I just saw some news, some
Okay.
breaking news that's way
Go for
more
it.
important than this bullshit about Ubisoft.
Yeah,
and
go for it.
Tencent.
Go for it.
K-pop Demon Hunters is coming to Fortnite tomorrow. Let's fucking go.
Oh, that's cool.
Man, I gotta buy some more V-Bucks. I literally just spent all my shit on Daft Punk. Hey, if they got the song Golden in here, it's like it's a wrap. All right, that's all I want to say. But back to Ubisoft and Tencent. I feel like over the years, Tencent has definitely been less intrusive, less like there was definitely a time where you could point to Tencent just doing dirty shit. For sure. Like, but there has not been a single recent development where we can really point to Tencent just being like, yeah, that's them being controlled by the government, and like they're not taking shit out of games. They literally have like 40% stake in Epic and Fortnite and all these other shits, and all of those games still have a lot of LGBT stuff. They still have a lot of things that used to be like, oh, Tencent would never allow something like this to happen, and they are allowing it. So I'm really not. I'm getting away from the train, at least as of now. I'm getting away from the hate train for Tencent and NetEase and all of these other developers, because literally I've not seen anything lately that is giving me any reason to give them. So Tencent investing in Ubisoft and Nintendo and all these, I have no real issues with it as of now. Obviously this was a big boon for Ubisoft because they needed this, and they have a chance to do something big. The next Assassin's Creed has to be big. The next Rainbow Six has to be big. The next, what was the other franchise? No, I already said Assassin's Creed.
The Division, Tom Clancy.
Was it The Division? Far Cry, sorry. Far Cry. The next Far Cry has to be big. Because if this subsidiary ends up like how Ubisoft was going before, then all of this is gonna be for nothing. Like them spinning off this whole subsidiary and everything is just gonna be a fucking flop for no reason. Like they did all this shit for no reason, just to end up exactly where they started. So I think Hex is the next Assassin's Creed, which already sounds controversial. No, I guess some of their best Assassin's Creed have been female, like Odyssey. So we'll see how that goes. But if Hex doesn't hit, if the next Far Cry is as bad as 6 was, if Rainbow Six does not siege like Siege did, then it might that'll be when they have issues. But you got your 3 biggest hitters here. Y'all better have 3 big hits lined up. That's all I'm saying. But anything else you want to add?
No, other than I hope that their games are even more high quality now, you know?
I mean, if you have now that they have less developers working on these games, hopefully that means they can be more focused. You know, instead of having 10,000 people tackling one Assassin's Creed, you have like 600, which is still a fuck ton. But we'll see how it goes. I'm always rooting for Ubisoft, so I want them to succeed. All right. Now, last topic, because we just talked about Ubisoft's big moves, but we had an even bigger move, an even more industry-shaking event. One of the pillars, the biggest pillars of third-party multi-platform game development is going private. Bought out $55 million.
Billion.
55 billion with a B dollars. Only second to Activision. All right. Is Take-Two valued over them? I think EA is still valued over Take-Two. Am I not tripping?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I think EA was only second to Activision in the West. So the second biggest publisher in the world, or I shouldn't say in the world, in the West, has now been acquired by PIF, Silver Lake, and Affinity Partners. PIF being the private investment funds of Saudi Arabia. And that is for $55 billion. So first, I just want to get like your like, how did you, when you saw this news, what was like your first reaction?
To be honest, I wasn't surprised, bro. like when I seen it, like I was surprised that it was a lot of money, but it doesn't surprise me because the Saudi fucking wealth fund or whatever. Well, what's the name of their thing?
Saudi the private investment fund.
The private investment fund, they've been literally investing in gaming for the past like 4 years, maybe. It was like I remember the SNK thing happened, and then they started investing in literally like every little company. Like they put in like 5% into Capcom and like 5% into Nintendo, and then like 5% into blah blah blah. Like,
But
yeah,
it's always
man.
been,
I mean,
outside of SNK, which is very small, it's investments, small investments into each, like putting stakes in each, but a full-on buyout of the second biggest Western publisher was not in my bingo card at all.
yeah, I mean, it wasn't in mine either, but it also they have so much money, bro. Like It's kind of like Microsoft in the sense that like 50 billion is probably like nothing to them, like, or like however much then ends up being, like, what is it? So it's like 50 billion split between 3 people, right?
Yep.
So it's probably like 25-30 billion, like the investment fund, and then like the rest is split between the other two. So yeah, I mean, it's I'm not happy about it because Saudi is not like, they're not like progressive, I should say. They're very I wouldn't even say conservative is the right word for it. Like they're very like how they're like, society runs and shit's very like old.
Yes.
Like
Very
they
different.
still do like public executions and shit, and like, women have to cover up all the time, and like there's no like, gays there.
So you're saying
man.
Dragon Age is donezo. Mass Effect is probably donezo as well. Anything
Well,
BioWare.
I wasn't saying that, but now that you pointed out, I might be saying that.
Are you saying that we're gonna have the straightest Mass Effect game ever made?
Maybe. I don't know, man. I'll say this: I'd much rather it have been a Tencent buying out EA. I'd much rather it have been Microsoft buying out EA. Even with them raising prices, even with them doing layoffs, I'd rather it be Sony buying EA. I'd rather it be literally anyone other than Saudi buying EA.
Yeah, so my reaction, because when I saw PIF, I did not know that was this. I didn't know that was the Saudi Arabia private investment fund. I just saw PIF. I was like, all I saw was that EA was going private. So my first reaction was like, oh, EA without shareholders? Whoa, that actually sounds good. They won't have shareholders to answer to. So that means they'll probably actually get some of the cool shit that their devs probably want to do. But then like the shareholders are basically against that shit. And I was like, oh, this could actually be a good thing. Then I found out who it was. And then it was like, man, now I'm kind of on the, like, I still feel like them going private is a good thing in a sense. Because it's one thing to get bought out by Xbox. They still have to answer to shareholders at the end of the day. And they still have to answer to Xbox and shareholders at the same time. Like, if anything, it gets worse for them. But I didn't like, once I found out it was the Saudi Arabia private fund, it's like, damn, shareholders might actually be better. And the thing
I seen this logo of one of the Affinity partners being the Abstergo Entertainment logo is hella funny. Did you see that?
No, I didn't.
So one of the partners for this deal is Affinity Partners. Apparently is funded by Donald Trump's son-in-law, and their logo is the Abstergo logo. Hold on, let me try to send you this.
Yeah.
I'll just put it in here.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so I did see the Jared Kushner was a part of this. So yeah, shareholders probably would have been better. And now, like, maybe that's what put it into perspective for me. Like, Tencent's not so bad when you put it up against something like this. Because these motherfuckers have not, like, Tencent has been in gaming, like 10 toes down in gaming. At the very least, you can say they understand gaming. Like, are these going to be the people who can lead EA to make better products for gamers? I highly doubt that. Now, are they going to leave EA to their own devices? I also highly doubt that. But then again, I haven't seen anything that suggests that they will interfere a lot from the SNK buyout. But at the same time, SNK is so small and they've literally only put out one game that it's hard to really tell how that partnership is going. But with EA, they have a lot of games in the works. They have yearly sports games also. So it'll be pretty telling early on how everything is going when it comes down to it. But I'm not excited about this. But I don't know, like, I still will hold off on putting my judgments too early. I'll see how it goes. I won't say this is a bad thing off the rip, because they haven't done enough. They haven't shown enough in the gaming for me to know if this is a bad or good thing. But we did have a lot of comments coming out after this was announced. So just going back up. Let's see. No, not that. All right. So this is coming from CEO Andrew Wilson, who put out a statement to employees. He says, "Our values and our commitment to players and fans around the world remain unchanged. I'm excited to continue as CEO, working alongside our leadership team to advance our strategy. United by our vision, we will deliver experiences that transcend platforms and empower players everywhere to create worlds, characters, and stories that are bold, interactive, and deeply connected." So Andrew Wilson says that, things are going to basically stay the same from here. Nothing too crazy. Now, this was just a funny thing about, like, just to see where the industry has gone. Like, the biggest publishers, Blizzard bought by Activision bought by Xbox, Ubisoft sort of kind of in a partnership with Tencent, and EA bought by PIF. Literally the big four have all been absorbed in some form by another entity. The industry that we knew is basically no longer, like, they don't exist as they used to. Now, another big thing about this buyout is that this was not a cash buyout like how Xbox bought Activision Blizzard King for $70 billion in cash. This was a leveraged buyout, which means that they are essentially working off debt after being acquired, and they have to make up for the buyout, basically. So basically, if EA is not making profits, they will get fucked. Like, if they don't make the profit to cover the buyout, basically, they're fucked. Which is a shitty, like, predicament to put your employees and everywhere else. Like, I'm pretty sure everyone at the top does not give a fuck. They just got $55 billion, basically. But yeah, that was a big thing that a lot of people missed. It is not close to the same as the Activision buyout. It's far worse. But yeah, Let me see. Lastly, we got some comments from Steven Totilo, where he actually spoke to some of the workers over at EA just to see how they were feeling. Some of the comments that came out said, quote, "I'm nervous. Layoffs usually follow these type of acquisitions," which does seem likely. And then another one said, "Andrew Wilson basically said F you to all women and LGBTQ employees at EA with this deal," which I'm not gonna jump on the train that they're just gonna like be like, oh, no women, no LGBTQ people allowed to work at Activision. I mean, not Activision, EA. I don't think they'll go that far, but I may be wrong. Maybe we'll see it a little bit more nuanced, like women and LGBTQ people may not get promotions that they would have normally got, you know? But like,
yeah, or maybe the ideas will show up in the games where it's like, now instead of it being two girls in a split fiction game, it has to be two guys, or it has to be like a guy and a girl or something.
Yeah, we need two dude bros. Nobody wants to play split. You're giving the wrong message to our kids by having two powerful women. Put these two dude bros in here instead. So let's see. Let me see if any of these comments. How dare you hit me with a what's it called? A block. Hold on. Damn it. Abort. Okay. I killed the text. I was trying to get rid of the, what do they call it? The little, hey, you gotta subscribe thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I accidentally deleted all the text instead. So yeah, this is the one. Okay. Trying to see if there was any more comments in this article, but I'm not seeing anything else. But how are you feeling about EA after this point? Is it, let's talk business wise, are they gonna improve? Are they gonna stay stagnant, or do you sense a fall as far as their business? And then game quality, will that make any changes as well? How are you feeling about both of those things after this news?
I think the immediate future, not much is gonna change. I think if anything, now that they don't need, or I guess they do still need the games to do really, really good, because they need to like pay off what, 20 billion, right, or something like that. That's so much. That's so much money to pay off. But
20 billion in debt financing.
And how do they have like a time limit?
Not that I can see.
I see. You know, I think maybe they're like, oh, this kind of released some sort of pressure on us. Maybe that's like, that could be like a way that they could take it. But yeah, I mean, it's Saudi. I don't know how well SNK is doing right now. Do you know?
I mean, City of the Wolves did good for a fighting game, but I've never seen any layoffs or anything like that for them, so who knows?
Yeah, man.
They put out games so sparingly that it's hard to really tell.
Yeah. I mean, as of right now, I'm neither positive nor negative, other than the fact that I just don't trust fucking Saudi. But it also makes sense too if you think about like their investments into like soccer and stuff.
and other
They
sports.
literally
UFC,
created a whole,
wrestling, all types of
yeah,
shit.
literally everything, dude. Like they're in all of that. And also it's like, you know, those the people, the children out of that like wealthy ass family, like, you know, they're growing up. They probably grew up playing video games, so I'm sure the kids or the younger people, the young adults, you know, the 20s, 30s, the 19s.
Have you seen
18s.
one of them has a Steam page, and he's like an avid gamer.
Oh wow, okay.
And like his Steam score, like his, you know how they like score you. His is way higher than mine. His name was like something UG.
Okay.
And like he literally changed his Steam profile to I bought EA.
That's hella funny.
With hearts. Let me see if I can find it.
You know, I don't want it to be all negative. Like, you know, like I said, like if there's gamers at the helm of this purchase, then that's actually might not be a bad thing, you know. But we'll see. I don't see it changing anything in the near future. Like Battlefield 6 is still gonna come out, still gonna be pretty big, still probably gonna be really good. FIFA doing its thing, Madden doing its thing, college football doing its thing.
Yeah, so he has a level of 287. And yeah, he says, I bought EA. Thank you so much, Reddit. That's literally what he says.
That's funny.
He has 40,000 hours in Dota 2.
Oh, wow.
40,000. That is crazy.
Yeah, man.
2,307 games. You know, he's
a gamer.
He's a gamer.
That's a gamer library right there.
So yeah, you know, with that, if he was the reason, he was like, no, we gotta buy EA, and it seems that he likes anime, which is usually very progressive.
That's true.
Like, that's seeing things like this is like, okay, like you can think of Saudi Arabia as the country, but I'm pretty sure there are some people there, like this person, who does enjoy video games, who does enjoy things that we enjoy. He might have the same value. He's a Saudi prince, and he might have the same values as us, but he is a prince. He is not in charge of everything. So it's hard to tell where things could go. But we will see in the future how things go. In like the best case scenario is that
it just stays the same.
I'll say that's like the middle ground. I would love for things to just stay the same. At the worst, I would hope that's the worst, is that everything stays the same. But best case scenario is that EA actually does change for the better because they don't have the shareholders. Saudi Arabia does just say, hey, y'all know what y'all are doing. Y'all don't have to answer to shareholders. Y'all are private now. Just make games that make money. Make the games y'all want to make. And if they like, as long as they make money, we're cool. Make that Dead Space 2 remake that y'all scrapped. You know, maybe the Saudi prince will be in their ear.
Think of it like this: like if they had the Saudis back when they were still fighting to keep the FIFA license, they probably would have been like, just keep it. You know?
Yeah.
They probably would have been like, keep the FIFA license. 500 million, whatever they're asking for, it's nothing to us.
Who has it? 2K? Did 2K buy FIFA?
No, I think the Konami has
Konami? They not even doing football. I mean, they are with that eFootball trash.
Wait, let me see. Who bought FIFA license? Oh yeah, no, 2K. 2K has it. Oh, but they're partnering with Konami with eFootball.
So will it be?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're partnering. It's a 2K partnership with Konami with eFootball. Imagine they call it FIFA 2K.
But yeah, I want to be positive about this if I can. Like I said, Saudi has not, just like Tencent, I'm going to give them a benefit of the doubt for now, because Saudi has not shown anything, from what I've seen at least, that they will harm gaming. So that is basically where I'm at with it. Hopefully this is, we'll look back on this and be like, oh, you know, this actually ended up being a boon for EA. We got Mass Effect came out. It was still it was Mass Effect. It was great. It was gay. it was perfect.
Still had a romance.
Yes. But yeah. That's all I gotta say. Anything you want to add before we wrap it up?
Nah.
All right. With that is it. That is all we have for you guys today. Thank you all for tuning in, and to all the people leaving comments in the chat. We do appreciate your support. Make sure you guys hit that like, because we love you guys and it helps us grow this channel. If you're not subscribed, you enjoyed the show, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button so you can stay updated for when Dual-Wield premieres. Also, make sure you guys join the official Discord that is in the description. But with that, the Bagels, appreciate you for pulling up. Where can we find you? What you got going on?
Yeah, you guys can find me on. I streamed last week on the State of Play Day, and now that I got the internet, I'm gonna start doing it more. I'm gonna hold myself to it. Twitch.tv/Subegels. Y'all can see me here, of course, and on Lognet soon. Y'all can check out my previous coverage, though. I did Yakuza. I did Project Amethyst, which is actually starting like the stuff that I've like covered is kind of starting to trickle out a little bit. You know, it's starting to like bubble up, starting to get more and more prevalent, because like it all ties in with, even, I'm sure you've seen my little scuffle in the Logna Discord with the guy talking about the client segment versus semi-custom.
Yeah.
Like it all adds up into that, you know. Like, think about it. Like, Sony is getting closer with AMD boots on the ground, but they're getting closer with their semi-custom unit, whereas Xbox's partnership is more, you know, face value. It's more client segment like. So it's like, you know, it all adds up. Everything adds up, you know. Like, we do everything for a purpose. I do everything for a reason. You know, I try to do the research. I you know, try to put out the right information out there. So check out all that. And for sure, join the Discord. It's fun seeing new people join up there. But where else? I guess you can check me out on my TikToks and Instagrams. I have Subegels page. I'll be posting more reels and stuff on there as I do more streams. So check me out there. But yeah, man, you guys can add me on my accounts. I have, if you look at my Discord, I have my Xbox, PlayStation, my Steam page on there. I even have my Spotify linked on there as well. So you guys can add me on everything. I'm available.
All right. As for myself, Don Otaku, you can find me on Twitter at PastaFeet F3ET. Find me not on twitch.tv/Don Solo, SOLOW. You can find me right here on YouTube at Don Otaku, where not only are we doing Dual-Wield Gaming Podcast every Thursday, Project Entitled Gaming Podcast, working title, every Saturday live. Other than that, check out my articles on Lognet, lordsofgaming.net. And yeah, that's about it. Yeah, that's it. Any final words for the people to get them through the week?
shit. I don't even know. Play basketball classics.
Let's go.
Play Katana Knot.
Shout out to Acclaim because they actually retweeted my article.
Yeah. They
That was
did.
dope.
I seen that. Yeah, man. They even commented on our
Or my
episode.
review,
So
I should say. Yeah, they did.
they're listening, bro. They're listening. We're getting the eyes. We're getting the ears.
But with that, let's go ahead. I need to set up a contact with them. I want to.
Yeah, bro.
I want first access, bro. I want that access.
Heck yeah, dude. Yeah, get us Katana Knot, bro.
But with that, let's go ahead and get out of here. Peace out, everybody. Enjoy your week, your weekend, month, year, life, all that. Bye-bye.
Peace.